and Sultz has his beer ready to go. So, with the start, I would always like to say, and that's a great pour right there, Sultz. Welcome to Press Pause Podcast. This is episode 2. This is our June Summer Game Fest Exposenza episode, and of course, I am one of your hosts, Show Sleepy, and I have my 2 other co-hosts, Money Guy.
Hello, everybody. This time I don't have a shitty mic. How are y'all doing? If anybody's watching this podcast, that is. But yeah, I am surprised we're doing an episode 2 because I thought it was going to be over after episode 1. But regardless, happy to be here. And another co-host we have is Souls, who was busy pouring a glass of beer, which looks very red to me right now, even though I'm colorblind. What are you drinking, Souls?
It's a graham cracker porter. It's actually a cool story with this brewery. They're like a local place that closed down for a bit, and the family just reopened the line, and they've just been pouring them out all over the state. So yeah, it's great. Is this supposed to be?
Is this supposed to be like a fruity beer, like some sort of fruit?
Well, it's not fruit. It's a graham cracker taste, but it's a porter. It's just because there's sunlight behind it, it looks very red. It usually has more of a brown tone.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah,
it does look super red to me, but hopefully it tastes really good.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. You have good taste in beer, so
yeah.
It's with the power of the sun in the palm of his hand.
It's delicious.
As long as you don't blow up, it should be fine.
So, yeah. How you guys been? We've had a pretty crazy June, that is for sure.
Yeah, I would say it's one of the most exciting parts of the year usually, because you get like most of those major events happening, like State of Plays, Xbox showcases, Summer Game Fest, and Nintendo Directs, and all of that. And in the previous years, I know State of Plays have been pretty disappointing. At least for me, there have been like very few and far in between reveals that I really cared about. But this one was really exciting because they showed a lot of good stuff that I am excited about, or like new IPs that look really cool in concept. So yeah, excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, Sultz? How you doing?
Pretty good. I've been playing a lot of the Rogue Trader and Dark Heresy in the meantime. We won't be able to talk really about that, but Evo happened. I'm glad we waited for the podcast to happen because we got a little bit more announcements on the back end.
Oh yeah.
Tied to some stuff which I actually care about as opposed to the rest of this, which is not really my jam, but still some cool stuff out there.
Oh yeah.
I know we're not going to talk about Evo in depth in this one, but I just wanted to mention one thing. Right. Just wanted to mention though, watching Tekken 8 was really fun, and it does make the game look good, or did make the game look really good, and part of me wants to go back and play that at some point.
Yeah, Tekken looked like Tekken again instead of man pushes other man into wall until he dies. So
there was still that. There was still that.
Yeah,
you didn't see the Jack match. It was rough. But
yeah,
we'll talk more about competitive stuff some other time because we can talk. Me and Show specifically can talk for hours about it.
Oh yeah,
Money knows a lot about Tekken too. So yeah.
But yeah, we've got so much on our plate, and in fact, we're doing a fun little bit for this episode because we have so many things to talk about. We're actually going to do a special segment called Elevator Pitch. So we're pushing up a few of the things that excited us today, and we're gonna kind of, advertise it, give a good idea of why we're excited for these titles coming out to each other. So yeah, to get started, we're gonna talk about some of the things that happened in the PlayStation State of Play first. And to start off, for one of the titles that I'm really excited for was Kemuri, which is the new action co-op game that's being developed by the one of the directors of Ghostwire Tokyo. She has her own studio now. I forgot what the name of the studio was, but they have this really cool art style that looks like a mixture of like K-pop Demon Hunters meets like old style Ninja Gaiden and things like that. And yeah,
the studio, by the way, is called Unseen.
Unseen, that's right. Yeah, so Unseen is the new studio. I'm super excited to see what they cook up. They have it where it's 3-man co-op. You got like DMC like combat. It looks like it's gonna have some really in-depth movement and parkour systems. And they even do like this cool thing where they do like the picture frame with their hands, and it like causes the ghost to like open up like weak points and stuff like that. And you have like different classes to play. So it looks good. It looks really good. And I'm excited to see where they cook up with it. But what do you guys think of Kemuri?
The thing I'm most excited about in Kemuri, the combat is already there. Like, I'm a huge fan of DMC, so having combat that kind of follows the roots of DMC and has that sort of action adventure feel, already down for that. But the art style is actually what really pulls me in, because it also gives me the Into the Spider-Verse vibes.
Yep.
And with like crazy popping, vivid colors, and then giving you the Ghostwire Tokyo feel of like capturing yokais and whatnot. It's just a cool mixture of concepts that I really enjoy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of on Money's wavelength there. I think the art style really makes it pop. It gives me a slight Killtube vibe. I don't know if you guys remember that trailer, but it was very color poppy, a lot of like crazy movement around the city, and the same kind of deal with creatures being kind of wild. And I think that's a nice refresher compared to like what a lot of the games that come out have a very morbid or like gray tone, like some sort of realism to it. And I'm glad that like I like seeing these kind of otherworldly, like over the top styles. I think they offer more fun. Yeah. Especially at this kind of speed. The speed and the art style go really well together.
Yeah, it's very Sunset Overdrive as well, but more melee focus, which is just really nice to see.
It's a good marriage of a lot of components I like in video games, so definitely looking forward to that one.
Heck yeah. So what about you, Money? What are you excited for?
So I'm not gonna... This list is not going to be organized, so I just want to start off like kind of rapid fire these. But one of the games I'm really looking forward to is Ace Combat 8. I know both of you aren't really Ace Combat fans, but I'm a huge Ace Combat fan, and it basically stems from the fact that I was really into planes. I love fighters or like military jets and all that sort of stuff. So I was introduced to Ace Combat 5 as a kid when my brother accidentally bought a few games, and yeah, it was like a bundle that he bought it and came with a bunch of games, and Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War, was in it, and ever since then I've been a huge Ace Combat fan. I played 5, I played 6, even though 6 is not really considered like good, because they like kind of they went in another direction from their previous games, where it was much more like watching a movie rather than actually playing a flight or like a jet dogfight simulator, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was like you just press a button and they would then show you a cutscene of your plane automatically chasing something and you have to shoot down. Like, it had a lot of issues, but then Ace Combat 7 brought it all back. And then it got me really excited for the future of the series, and this was such an unexpected announcement. So I'm really looking forward to Ace Combat 8. This game looks so good. I know it's going to be a blast for me to play through. So, yeah, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most.
What would you say is like the thing that has got you like really excited, or like what do you feel like Ace Combat 8 sticks out differently from like 7 or the previous games? Is there anything like new and exciting that you're really looking forward to this one?
So they didn't really show gameplay. So from a gameplay perspective, I can't really tell you how much different it's going to feel. But in general, I like the stories that they tell. It's like a fictional world of Eurasia, which is like roughly based off of Earth, but they have those fictional cities which like kind of represent Europe, kind of represents the USA, and maybe some of the conflicts going on in between, like fictional conflicts. And usually the stories that they tell, I really enjoy. The characters you play as, I really enjoy. Some of the things, like the crazy things that they did with 7 was like having a huge skybird, which was like this. I forget the exact name of that plane, but it was like a giant plane that shot out drones that you had to kill, and it was like a threat to this whole region. They had a space elevator that you had to go through in one of the final missions, which was one of the coolest things I've ever seen a jet simulation game do, or like a flight simulator, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So I expect something crazy like that in 8, because they also have sometimes like futuristic technologies. So it's not like just modern day dogfighting. They actually do some really crazy futuristic stuff. So I know that's going to be in there. From the trailer, it just seems like they have a good plot in place. I don't really know how it's going to play out because we obviously don't have a lot of the details.
Yeah.
But I'm just confident that they're going to pull it off.
Nice.
So in terms of gameplay, I hope they do add more systems. Like I really like the system in Ace Combat 7 where your plane can be struck by thunder, or if there's too much wind or a windstorm going on, your plane will actually lean to the left or to the right, and it will be much harder to control. And like if you're in the cockpit view, you can hear the shaking and the rumble of the wings of your plane and all the systems in place. It's just so cool.
Oh, so
I'm hoping they like iterate it even more.
So it has like crazy good like sound design, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
absolutely phenomenal sound design.
And the way you made it sound, like, does Ace Combat have like really crazy like boss fights? Like, do they have like these like
Ace Combat does have boss fights. In fact, in Ace Combat 7, one of your boss fights is literally fighting a drone that someone like it's like a plane, not really a drone, but it's controlled by an AI, and the AI is trained on your data. Like not your actual data.
Yeah.
But in game it's trained off of the character that you play as. So fighting that was absolutely thrilling, even though like it's still like just a CPU that you fight, but the way they made it feel like was incredible. Felt like an amazing boss fight. Then there's obviously fighter pilots that have a distinct name and a backstory in the universe that you will have to go up against, like, oh, this dude killed like 50 planes and he's unbeatable, and then that's a boss fight that you will have to do. So yeah, they do have boss fights like these, and they're pretty cool.
Okay, that's actually really cool and interesting for like a, because I'm not like really into like playing flying games and like sims like that.
Yeah,
but if it's something where it has like a kind of like an RPG or like a
sim,
yeah,
but it's not supposed to be. That's not really what they're going for, and that's one of the reasons why I tell you to try it, because it's not just like a plane simulator where you're like, yeah, you fly planes, you shoot down planes, and that's it. No, it has a story element to it. It has like cool. Every single mission is different than the previous one. They have cool mechanics, and then like boss fights, and yeah, very cool stuff that you can do. And it's much more arcadey than, and even action heavy than like something like other flight simulators that I'm not really sure the names of. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I only stick with Ace Combat and don't play like Microsoft Flight Simulator or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've piqued my interest a little bit. That's pretty cool. What about you,
yeah,
Salt?
I'm
planes go zoom. No, is it PvP focused at all?
There is PvP, but usually I don't play it because PvP can be very unbalanced in these games.
Okay.
7 had PvP. I tried a little bit. It didn't seem like fun. I'll be completely honest. I mostly played for
down
single
to
player.
try like a PvP dogfighting or like some sort of plane combat, but I don't. For me, I don't think I could get into like plane, like airplane story modes. It's a different feel for me that I don't think I'd be used to. It just doesn't appeal to me. But yeah, no, it does sound like a really cool niche though. Just not my thing.
Yeah, I'm just glad the franchise is not dead, because after like 6, it was gonna be.
It was going downhill.
Like 6, it was the lowest point in the franchise series, and then they came up with 7, which actually sold really well. But we weren't expecting 8 this soon, so I'm super hyped.
Okay.
Speaking of hype, Souls, your turn. What game are you excited about in State of Play?
Uh, I'll I'll just start something off with that I can easily talk about. I guess the Destroy All Monsters was announced at the PlayStation one. I guess I just looked it up.
Yeah.
It was either that or the IGN, but I'll just throw it in this one. Destroy All Monsters was like an old like fun party game for me. It was basically the other Smash Bros in my life. It is
Okay.
hilariously stupid fun. Old school, just 2002 graphic Godzilla. You just topple buildings. You can throw buildings at other monsters, and it's just ridiculous moves. You got guys that go underground and pop up out of the and drill you from underneath. You can play the pterodactyl. Rodon, I think his name's Rodon. Like, yeah, the whole idea of this game coming back, hopefully with good online. Like just doing 4v4s on or like 4-way fights online just sounds amazing to me.
Yeah.
I'm super down for this game.
Does it, like, just looking at it, is it more like an arena fighter than like a traditional?
Yeah, it's not
left-right
too. It's not like
fighter?
a side scroller. It's like a top down arcadey arena fighter.
Yeah. It's got like beat 'em up and like almost like it can sometimes feel like a wrestling game where you're just like you got like 4 people in a ring and they're all just like messing around and picking up items and smashing on each other and stuff like that.
And the humans will like bring in
Something like
tanks
Ganges.
and like shoot missiles at you. Like the tanks will like fire at you, and sometimes they're like really annoying because they're doing damage to you for no reason.
It's like a map event kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very party gamey, which is the fun part.
Okay.
So if you ever want to get me into a party game, because I'm not like Mario Party's okay, Mario Kart's sick, but this game is hilarious fun. It is really good stuff. Godzilla can do a drop kick if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
It's really interesting that it's called remastered when it looks like it's using brand new assets. Like this is pretty much a remake, but they called it remastered because I guess they're making sure that it plays exactly the same. But
I hope.
I feel like sometimes the names don't do the games justice because remasters could be remakes and vice versa.
Yeah.
But honestly, just take it as an individual basis. Look at the game for yourself to judge for yourself whether it's a remake or a remaster.
Yep.
But I'm not one for party games because growing up, my brother was only the one that I used to play games with, and even he kind of dropped from video games in general. So I mostly played solo stuff, and we didn't have online for the longest time. And when I did finally get into online gaming, it didn't really do many party games. So this may be one of those ones that I would be willing to try with you guys. Sounds fun.
It does have an arcade mode that's pretty neat. It's nothing special. Like there's no like crazy storyline, but like you just fight like random monsters in arcade mode, which is classic fighting game stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that should be good enough for single player entertainment.
I think so.
And it also depends on the cost of the game, which I think it's not going to be like a full price game.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I definitely. I think it's on Steam already, so you can actually just like check this. It's on the Steam store that you can. I don't think it's out to play yet.
Okay.
But
because I was like, I might just burn the bucks right now if it was.
Oh, I keep forgetting. It's one of the few games that's brave enough to release in November alongside GTA.
You know
GTA,
what?
Yeah.
You know what? GTA's going down. Godzilla's taking over. The new online.
Godzilla's going to drop kick the GTA release.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. It's gonna grief to GTA fans so hard.
Hey man, it's got online and local multiplayer. It's ready. It's ready to take on the world.
You like variety? I know you do. Money. 12 kaiju, big roster.
Nice.
8.
That's a decent number of.
Actually, that's
kaijus.
Actually another thing. 8 locations. They're based on real cities. Like, so I don't know. I think that's kind of neat.
Probably just the different parts of the world, but yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Seattle
neat.
And stuff. Yeah.
But speaking of big old dinosaurs,
Final Fantasy 16 kaiju fight kind of vibe. I mean, that's
It
I know
won't
it's a
be
different
it
kind of
won't
game.
be
But
that
yeah,
cinematic,
fun.
but it'll definitely be just as big. Like you're towering over
Right,
several
in terms of
buildings.
size, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of big old dinosaurs, the next game that's really got my interest that popped up in State of Play was actually The Lost Wild, which is really funny because it's a first-person survival horror game, kind of like Alien Isolation, but with dinosaurs. And I kind of almost thought it was the Jurassic Park game because there's also Jurassic Park Survival that is doing the exact same thing. But this looked a lot more moody. It has like the heavy fog. It looks really pretty. The dinosaurs look mad intimidating, like they are straight up out to get you and like just ruin your day and your insides. But yeah, the heavy fog, the atmosphere, everything about it just screams like right up my alley. So I'm looking forward to seeing more gameplay of it.
Yeah, you did mention Alien Isolation or compared it to Alien Isolation, which I think honestly is the best comparison that you can make.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we have a good dinosaur game that really gives you the vibes of that you are being hunted and you have to like just stay hidden and move carefully.
Yep.
And like super focus on survival. So
Oh,
that part I'm really interested in, and the vibes of the world are really, really moody, and I really like it.
there is a pretty popular indie, like it's much smaller, but there's an indie dinosaur game that was like horror focus. I forget the name of it, and I'm really sorry whoever worked on that game because it was pretty awesome. But yeah, we just need more that's higher budget like that, and I'm so
What's
in.
the name of the dinosaur souls like?
Oh,
That's-
Dino Blade? Was it Dino Blade?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so I thought you played Dino Blade at some point.
No, I didn't. I should.
Yeah.
That's up my alley.
Oh, dude, I'll watch you play that any day for sure.
Same here.
Is this supposed to be so? Like, I'm not familiar with that Alien Isolation. Is it like an RE style? Like, you kind of like sneak around and.
I would say
You?
Resident Evil, you have more of a way to fight back against the main threat. But yes, like Resident Evil, there's also something that can chase you around and is constantly hunting you. It does have those similar elements when it comes to Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation's really good because the AI is incredibly smart and does adapt to your playstyle, so it feels like it's learning. Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you hide in the same spot over and over again in different rooms, it'll start checking that.
Yeah, it will start checking that hiding spot.
Yeah.
Alien Isolation, the best part about it is the alien, and that's why the game shines so much in the universe and why people love it so much, because the alien is actually a threat.
And
like,
smart.
In Resident Evil, like, for example, Resident Evil 2, Mr. X is chasing you. You can kind of, like, loop him places or just, like, even have fun with him while staring him down or something. Like, it's just a... Like,
novelty.
It's a threat, but it's not a threat that you really, really have to worry about. Like, eventually you just learn how to adapt to it. Right. Whereas in Alien Isolation, the alien actually adapts to you as well. And it's like when it shows up, you better be out of sight or you will be dead.
Yeah.
It's not going to slow walk over to you. It's going to bum rush you and just kill you.
When we get in a 40K version of this?
That would be cool, but I don't know which threat.
Man, a 40K survival horror game would be really interesting.
You'd be a human against like some sort of Tyranid.
Space Marine?
Tyranids actually hunt you. No, not a Space Marine.
No.
Well, you could do it against like a Chaos Marine, but it would make more sense against like one of the lictors of the Tyranids.
Yeah, I mean, Tyranids are pretty much xenomorphs, so...
I just want to apologize again for all the 40K fans because I don't know shit about the universe.
We'll get you there.
I'll get you
Souls will get you there. Well, you should get him in the Space Marine.
When I get there?
You should get him in the Space Marine first.
I got it downloaded, man, whenever he wants to play.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to your Lost Wild.
Yeah, what do you think of the Dino game, Souls?
I think this is more interesting to me than like the RE stuff because I'm not into that like genre.
Yeah.
I think I'm more drawn to this like a creature hunting you. I think that is,
you might actually really enjoy Alien Isolation as well then.
No, that's too supernatural. I don't like the
So you want like
horror
a more
underworld.
grounded experience.
Yeah, like an actual primal hunter after you. Like that kind of is more interesting to me.
Okay.
Because
I
it's
getcha.
more instinctual.
Yeah. Feels like you're surviving out in the wild.
Yeah.
Right.
The lost wild.
Yeah. Even though I don't know. It's hard to describe how I feel about horror aspects because on one hand I like the dread of, like the gothic style of stuff like 40K or even Star Wars to an extent has that. But for some reason I just don't like the horror aspect of like
Being the person that's sucked over, like getting screwed over. Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense for me to be that guy,
I see.
Yeah. You'd rather be Dune guy, not guy who's in Dune.
So if I'm like the F tier hero that's gonna run away or die, I'd rather die swinging.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Than run.
You might actually like. Obviously, it does look like zombies and stuff, but like Resident Evil 4, you're fighting back more than you're getting screwed over.
That's the Leon
it's
one,
much
right?
more action focused.
That's the Leon one.
Yeah.
You're doing backflips, you're doing kicks, you're doing all kinds of stuff. Like it's way less horror focused.
It's more so about like how well you can do combat.
Yeah, and it has a really cool parry system in the new one. So it's. I know you're not a big super person about parries, but it's still pretty sick to parry a chainsaw. So.
Yeah, with a knife.
With a knife, yeah.
It's pretty epic.
It sounds retarded.
Yeah. Well,
honestly, it's pretty epic in game. It's really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that, but it is cool as hell.
Money's here talking about how he doesn't like Gundam because it's too jarring to his engineering brain. Meanwhile, guys
Gundam is different
like,
than just a knife carrying a chainsaw. That's much more complex. I don't want to go through all of that again. So, otherwise, we'll be here for like an hour more than we're supposed to. So, we should move on.
But yeah, if to go more on Money, tell us what else was of interest to you. What else popped up?
I don't want to take too much time, so I'm gonna just name a few and then talk about them.
Okay.
Most people should be familiar with this one, Laufei.
Ah.
Nobody expected Laufei, but we have Laufei, and there was a leak about Laufei, and nobody believed the leaker because it sounded a bunch of bullcrap. But it actually happened, and holy crap, it looks sick.
It does.
You have a freaking jelly cube as your companion?
Okay, the jelly
and a sword with ribbons that speak? And the ribbons are like blades of chaos. Or they play like blades of chaos. It's just insane.
I'll say, like, it does look sick. I really like what they did with the combat. I am not the biggest fan of God of War, Ragnarok, and 2018's like combat because of how the camera is situated with Kratos. Like having action. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like the camera being set in a like RE style over the shoulder for an action game just feels so like off to me, and like I like having that full spatial awareness around my character in an action game where things are attacking you constantly. Yes, it does have the notifications, and like Atreus will tell you if someone's about to attack you from behind and stuff, which is fine, but it still just feels awkward even when I'm aggressive and I'm doing combos and stuff. It feels off and like doesn't feel as good to play.
I do understand the concerns that you mentioned, and I also realize the fact that like you can adapt to it, right? Like I adapt to it, and then I had absolutely no problems with dealing with that. But I can understand the same time not having like a little zoomed out camera to have more of an inkling of like what's going on, like behind your character.
Yeah, because like,
but I don't think you should be really expecting that in Laufei, because Laufei's camera is also pretty close. It's just that Laufei is not a hunk of a man, so she's kind of like on the smaller side, and there's like more.
The camera's behind her, especially in combat. Like
right,
it actually
it's
zooms
not
out.
as zoomed out as you would expect it to be. It's very similar to God of War, like the 2018 and Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's a good balance. It was just like in Ragnarok when you're playing as, well, spoilers. You play as other characters, and for anyone who hasn't played, but I loved that segment because it just felt better. Well, also Atreus is just faster, and I like playing faster characters. I don't really like being like the really slow hulking kind of moving characters.
Spoilers, guys.
Well, once you play it's not really slow.
Yeah, spoilers. It came in, but hey, if you haven't played God of War Ragnarok by now, then like get on that. What are you doing?
I was more a fan of the part where you play as Thor.
Right. Yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah.
Behold the power of thunder.
The belly slam. Oh my god! I love people with that.
Yeah, he was doing it reminded me of something straight out of Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know.
Right. Crimson Desert took inspiration from that.
But yeah,
no, I got it from that.
Combat looks sweet. I like what they're handling with Laufei. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the Jello. Like the Jello kind of pulls me out a little bit compared to like most things I've seen
out
in God
as
of War.
Well. But the world seems to be so much like
fantastic.
A little bit of everything. Yeah, fantastical.
Yeah, it's fantastical.
Would be the better term.
I just don't remember
I actually
any mythology.
really like the setting.
Yeah, I just don't remember any mythology of the magical Jello. Like that one is.
I'll have to research, but
yeah, maybe it's in the Bible. I don't know.
Hey, Quaid is playing it, so it'll be fun.
You guys know what else pulled out? The sword.
What
the sword in the Jello.
I see.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The sword's pull-out game was strong.
Thank
you. Yeah.
But it's cool because like you have I didn't even mention you have air combat in that game.
Yep.
So that's one of the more exciting parts as well. And then you have like the regular sword, which is like your axe if you played God of War 2018 or Ragnarok, and then your the ribbons become like your blades of chaos. So you will have those two kind of modes or weapons, I guess, even though it's the same weapon, just ribbons attached to it. But it's cool.
Did she have hand-to-hand combat? I thought she had hand-to-hand combat as well. Like Kratos.
I think so, yes. Yeah, you can like sheath your weapon and then use hand-to-hand combat.
Probably has at least one move where she punches you.
Yeah.
There should be a couple. If Ragnarok and normal 2018 God of War is anywhere to go by, she should have like sheathed attacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, really looking forward to that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are. It's one of the most popular IPs, PlayStation IPs. So yeah. So far, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. And then there's Wolverine, and I was a huge Origins fan, not the movie. Like I think the movie was okay, but the game on the PlayStation 3 or PC, like back in, I don't know, 2011s, I think. I forget the exact.
It's been a while.
Maybe it was even sooner, actually. Maybe 2008 or something. I don't know. But that was, in my opinion, the best Wolverine game we had until this game came along, which is like, it still hasn't released, but it's coming very soon. They showed so much gameplay.
Yeah, the movie dropped in 2009. Been a while.
Right. Yeah, so it's probably 2010 or 2011 for the game.
Yeah. Did it take that long for the game to drop?
I'm not sure. I'm literally just throwing out numbers.
No, it came out. They managed to push out in the same year. It's impressive that they made a game that good in the same year as the movie release.
Right. But was it the PlayStation 2 version? Because that, in my opinion, sucked. I played both.
It was all versions. They dropped the PS3, 360, Wii, PS2, PSP, and Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I played the PS2 version. It was very okay, but honestly didn't really like it that much. But the PS3 version was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to Wolverine a lot. Brutality is back. They're not shying away from like decapitations.
It's an M-rated game.
Yeah, it's an M-rated game. A lot of blood and gore, and it's not particularly that I really enjoy blood and gore, but like in terms of like when I'm playing as Wolverine, hell yeah, that I will be like slicing people's limbs off.
It makes sense.
So that's back. We got to see Jean. That was cool.
No, Jean.
Don't know if we're gonna get to play more characters. Hopefully. But yeah, the combat looks great. The sequences are great. If you played any of the Insomniac Spider-Man games, you'd know what to expect. Everything is there. Lots of stealthiness as well. So yeah, that's interesting. And they also said it's more like a mission-based game than an open world. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
That might be
really
better.
excited. For a Wolverine game, it might work better.
Yeah, because it's not like you're swinging around like Spider-Man. Like,
right, you don't have crazy traversal abilities like Spider-Man.
Most you would be doing is riding the motorcycle, because that's just like Logan's thing.
Right, that's true. And you do get to ride a motorcycle, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So surely you have something to say about Wolverine, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Okay, good. I guess.
I
was expecting a bit more.
I could see the gun being held up at his head just to say it.
I don't like the art style.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Oh, interesting. I like it.
When I want to play a comic game, it should feel like a comic game.
Yeah, it's too photorealistic.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, Jean looks so ugly, dude. I hate how she looks, and he looks like Wolverine. Looks like he like put on a freaking Halloween Amazon costume. Like
I see.
It just looks so funky, man. Like Hugh Jackman, I
so
think.
You would have liked it more. You would have liked it more if it was
something like that, like
a Marvel Rivals playstyle or art style.
Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals, hell yeah.
I do.
Or MBC3 style, Tokon style.
I do appreciate.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I do appreciate them bringing the OG costume back, but his helmet does just look off. It looks cheap.
Yeah.
They should have made it look more. They could have made it look more like armor or something you would wear in combat and not something you'd wear to a cosplay.
Yeah, and I think the animation that they're doing, like, because they put so much money into it. If they did the more comic style and they did those animations, it would do so much for the game.
Yeah.
Like, it would look insane. And even, like, bro, he, like, jumps through the air into the cart that's moving. Sorry, I'm watching the trailer as I'm talking.
Yeah.
I see.
He, like, the truck's moving, and he, like, just jumps like a wild madman. But it looks so uncanny, no pun intended, from, like, because it looks like a realistic depiction of the superheroes, but he does a comic book physics-defying jump.
Yep.
It kind of, I don't know, man.
I think I understand your point, saying like it's a very grounded approach to Wolverine, and then he's doing like comical stuff, so it kind of does not meld well together.
But it's fine. I get it. I know what they're doing. Like, at the end of the day, it's probably still going to be a great game. I just think it would have been better if they did the art style.
That's a completely fair take. Hey, you never know. I know for like Spider-Man, they did sell shaded costumes that you can wear in the game. So maybe there's one for Wolverine, and
they'll probably do something like that.
It would be kind of odd, but yeah,
all the Spider-Man costumes are great.
Yeah, but
I would say though, hot take, and I know you guys know this, but I never really enjoyed Wolverine's actual look, like the yellow and blue and black costume, the X-Men costume. I always liked his Logan look a lot more.
Which he rocks in the game from what I'm seeing as well.
Yes, he does. I'm just saying, because of the fact that I grew up with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and playing like X-Men Legends, in which you start off as the like Logan Wolverine, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So always enjoyed his jeans with a tank top look.
No, I enjoy that too. It's just
don't like his costume.
It's like looking at the different Spider-Man outfits. Like you appreciate them all,
but there's a favorite.
You see the OG.
Yes,
you see it's the OG. It's the one.
Yeah.
Like that's how we see it.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know. I think we kind of understand the.
Yeah, I agree with you though. So it's like we need more comic book games like Ultimate Spider-Man, where like they're not afraid to do like a unique art style for the game, and like Insomniac is perfect for that. They did Ratchet and Clank. They do like all kinds of like cartoony, more like stylized art styles. It doesn't have to be necessarily cartoony, but like if they did that for both Spider-Man and Wolverine, I 100% think it would have only improved the look of both those games and made them look a lot more unique in the modern Sony landscape than they do now. But yeah,
I kind of blame the Batman games, honestly, because it makes sense for Batman.
Yeah, it does.
Because of how the art style goes well into the dark.
Games?
Yeah, the Arkham games. Yeah,
because the dark art style doesn't really take away from who Batman is because of how like it's always shaded. You don't really get to see like the imperfect like realism shortcomings because of the shading.
Yep.
And the darkness is just like what Batman thrives in. Like that is who he is.
Yeah.
So it all works. Spider-Man leaned into it, but it doesn't really matter because his entire face is covered and it's just like a skin cloth. Like it's not.
Right. It's just a full-on body costume. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you look at Peter Parker, like, it looks
Superman, weird. Yeah, if you do it on Superman,
I mean,
I don't
the
know
new
how that
one,
would
yeah.
work.
Yeah. So yeah, bring back stylized superhero games. That's all I'm saying. That would be great,
especially for Marvel.
Yeah. But speaking of stylized,
that's why I'm. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, and that's why I really appreciate games like Rivals, which do like such a unique and well done art style that is very comical and like fantastical too.
Yep.
And Tokon, not to mention, like their art style looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, more games like that, please.
Yeah. And yeah, what's another title of interest that you have? So what's popped up for you?
I'm gonna breeze by two real quick just to like name them because I think they're really they deserve mentioning, even though I don't think I may not play them depending on their reception, but I think it's really cool that they're doing them. I like the idea of the Dune survival game.
Ooh.
Just because I like the sci-fi feel with like, and I played Palworld, and that's the only thing that's really gotten me into survival stuff. Dune,
and you're a fan of Dune books, right?
I had never read the books.
I have.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm more familiar through people talking about it more than I am, because I grew up in a game store with a bunch of nerds, so I have random pieces of knowledge. Like, I knew about Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones became a thing.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yes. So, but like, I was never the nerd, but I was like the nerd listener. Like, I knew how to get the info. Like, I would make a really good like nerd reporter, if you will. So yeah, I like the idea of doing
reporting for Dune.
Like, they showed some airplane, like not airplane, but like ship traversal. So you probably do a lot of flight through the game, which is
the dragonfly
yeah
plane helicopter thing.
And then
you can use that as far as
interesting skill tree for a survival game. Like, I didn't think that they would go too much into like combat stuff, but it looks like you might. And then the other, like, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Dune and survival games because I'm not going to pretend like I know much.
Is this Dune Awakening though?
Yes, I think it's
Dune Awakening. Yeah,
okay. Because
I think they're getting an expansion, or an expansion was announced at State of Play.
Yeah, because like Dune Awakening is out on PC.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, like you can play it right now.
Yeah,
then why was the announcement so like weird? It didn't like show any gameplay.
It was an expansion.
No, because it's being released finally for console, so it's finally coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's coming out September.
Was there no expansion?
There's no expansion so far, no.
Just a release for console.
Yeah, just console release. All the updates that come out for that game have been free, and they're just like adding more to the game. But yeah, it's just been on.
Cool,
it's been on PC for a while. So yeah. I'm glad you're excited for it.
I've never played it.
If you give it a shot, I will jump in with you, Sos, because it has been something I've been eyeing up, and it's also very PvP focused in the end game. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's up, if that floats your boat, I heard the combat's actually pretty decent too for it. So yeah. it might be something that we jump into.
Yeah, the other one I wanted to drop quick was Tomb Raider. Just worth
Classic.
mentioning because it is a classic
Yeah.
remake, and
Yeah.
The fact that she's coming back and she looks like the original version, I think matters a lot. You know, I'm kind of sick of watching.
Right. We're back
the
to the
characters not
stylizing
being
rather than being
respected.
grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
She's
it's like a merge between the modern Tomb Raider and the old school Tomb Raider. And the art style honestly looks pretty good. I think the game looks incredible.
so like I loved the Crystal Dynamics remake Tomb Raider. Like the game feels so good to play. It has like some of the most fun combat and traversal and level design in most Tomb Raiders I've ever played. But in terms of how Lara Croft is treated as a character, I hated that she had like zero confidence. And I also hated that she didn't have her signature dual pistol. She never got them.
It felt like more of, if any of you played Far Cry 3, felt more like that, where you're just dropped off on an island and now you have to learn how to survive using, like,
Yep.
whatever you find on that island.
Yep.
That's what this new franchise, or I said new,
The Crystal Dynamics franchise.
Crystal Dynamics version, of Tomb Raider felt like more of like a survival kind of game rather than Lara actually being like a historian, I guess, and trying to find those like crazy artifacts and going to places that nobody talks about. And stuff. It gave me more of an Uncharted vibe rather than a Lara Croft vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they made her make a lot more mistakes than being like on top of her A game like the actual Lara Croft is, where the actual Lara Croft,
the original like Legend, Anniversary, and even the
she would climb a wall and then do a backflip to get over the ledge. Like she was inhuman in many ways, but it made her cool.
Basically.
Yeah. And
yes, and we're getting all of that back, so yay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I saw some more mechanics too that they added. Like she has like a slow-mo backflip now that she can like do bullet time off of.
Yeah, that was added in Legends.
Legend.
Oh, it was?
Or Legend,
yeah.
And
you could backflip off of an enemy and then you would go into bullet time, yeah.
And funny enough, the Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition, I think, had it as well, which was like the
so it's like
remake.
Becoming a thing, actually, like that she's known for.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty much a signature.
Ones didn't have it, I think.
They did not. Well, no, they did have a slow mo. If you perfect dodge, you would get the slow mo, and then you could do the same thing. So she didn't do a backflip, but she did do like the little scamper she would do where she'd slide across the ground or something like that.
Okay.
Also,
I've yet to play Rise and Shadow, so
Rise is pretty good.
Sorry, I didn't play Shadow.
Okay, Shadow's more like open level, open world-ish design. It's interesting. I played through it on release a while back because it was one of the games that was like a big push for the new 20 series cards when they did ray tracing for the first time. It was one of the first games that was ray trace capable. It was okay. I would say it honestly was my least favorite out of the other ones. So there's that. But also for the audience, just so they're aware, the new game is being made still by Crystal Dynamics, but also Flying Wild Hog is also working with Crystal Dynamics to develop the remake. So they're the ones working on the Atlantis one, which is pretty much a remake of the very first game. They worked on quite a few titles, like Evil West. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Evil West. But Shadow Warriors, which is like that first-person samurai game, and Trek to Yomi. They also were responsible for that game, which is the cool black and white samurai game, which is like a side scroller.
We're getting another port?
Boy.
We're in it. We are in it.
If I'm gonna survive talking to you guys for another hour or so.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, Tomb Raider I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in general all of us like are pretty good vibes on Tomb Raider so far.
Yeah.
Dude, like the justice they did to her butt, like, let's go.
It's looking good.
Nice.
It's looking real good.
It's looking.
Oh man. But yeah, I'll just kind of rapid fire the last few things that also popped up in State of Play that was interest to me. And the one thing that they announced and I got a chance to actually get my hands on was the Onimusha demo. That joint was so fun. It is like an evolution of what they've been doing with Onimusha for so long in the PS2 days. And just it has so many fun mechanics you can mess around with. You can deflect attacks, which you can push like enemies and like move their weight and shift them into other enemies and have them bump into each other. And it puts them in a state where you can finish both of them back to back. You have your good old parries that you can like break stamina bars, and then that opens them up for a counterattack. You have environmental effects. You can pick up things from the ground and like kick it towards enemies or use it as shield. And the boss fight, like the boss designs are so good. And as long as the difficulty goes up and you're not as OP as you were in the demo, I think it'll be an amazing experience because you'll just have that back and forth with a really sick boss fight and all the mechanics implemented. And it's just a dance. I was in it. And being able to play the story of Musashi in a game and being able to live that Vagabond manga I've always wanted a game of is so amazing. So hype.
If you guys haven't played Onimusha Demo, please play it.
Yes.
It is phenomenal.
Yes,
it's not difficult, and the developers came out and said that it was on story difficulty. Wait, was that for Onimusha? I think they did, right?
There's two. Like you can play story difficulty, but I played on action. There's an action difficulty and there's a story.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking of another game.
Yeah.
Yes, you can play it on action, but yes, the demo is not difficult. But it's worth playing just for the fact you get to try out some really, really cool mechanics. The deflections work great. There's clashes, which are awesome.
Oh yeah, the clashes are sick.
Your dodges give you, like, anything you do in that game gives you some sort of benefit. And as Sho said, it becomes a dance of like which moves you do and like how you want to play against a certain opponent, because that certain opponent may not let you dodge or may not let you deflect or do a certain thing that you have to like give a certain answer to. Like, it reminded me of Sekiro in a way.
Yeah, it's like a slower
Sekiro. Yes, I absolutely adore Sekiro. It's one of my favorite games. So yeah, play the demo. It is phenomenal. And they have one boss fight available, like the one big boss fight available until the demo ends. And that was definitely the highlight of the demo. And that fight was so good it left me wanting more, but sadly the demo finished. So now we'll have to wait for the full game.
Yeah.
Yeah, super excited. Never really played the original Onimushas on the PlayStation 2. But I do plan to go back if I can. So, yeah, I know they play a lot differently than this one, but this one, holy crap, dude. They knocked it out of the park. It is so good.
Yeah, and the boss from the demo was Sasaki Genryu, which is, in history, was Musashi's rival. And he's the character that inspired like big characters like Sephiroth. He's known for his ridiculously long katana, while Musashi's known for dual wielding katanas. And that was like the big thing in history between those two and their ongoing rivalry. And it's also in Vagabond.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you haven't read Vagabond, which is an amazing manga with beautiful art and follows the story of Musashi, you should definitely do it. It's awesome. And it's just like a fun ride all the way through. But that's what Onimusha, the new one, is basing its whole story around, is those two, which is great. So it's another Virgil and Dante situation in a Capcom game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Gotta always go for those.
Yeah. The other game that popped up was Ill. We got more footage of Ill. Every time I see this game, it looks more and more ridiculous. It sometimes looks like Stalker, sometimes looks like Resident Evil 7, sometimes looks like something brand new. The babies are still getting kicked.
Sometimes looks like Atomic Heart. parts to me.
It is being produced by the same company that produced and funded Atomic Heart. So yeah,
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah, I forget something fish. It's like I don't think it's Monkfish, but it's some kind of studio like that. But yeah,
I can check.
Ill's looking pretty good. I'm excited to see if Munfish. Munfish is the studio that
Munfish. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the gore that they have for when you hit enemies with guns and stuff, like pieces of their head will just fly off, and because they're deranged and like under some crazy zombified virus or something, they're just still coming. And it looks intense. Looks really intense.
Think of it like first person Last of Us. Or at least that's what I'm thinking of it.
I would say it's like a more amped up Resident Evil 7 with way more enemy variety. Like it's just gross, grimy, intense. Everything wants to kill you every corner you turn. So like just taking the elements of Stalker and Resident Evil 7 and mashing them together and just making something demented. But yeah,
considering the fact that I enjoyed Resident Evil 7, but I think the game suffered from a lack of enemy variety.
Yep.
I'm all for Ill.
Yeah.
The aesthetic seems awesome.
Yep.
And I love Resident Evil, and Last of Us, and any game of that genre, like Evil Within. Count me in. It looks incredible. I will most likely be playing it on release. It's one of the games I'm really excited for as well from State of Play. It looks incredible.
Yeah. We know Assaults is like, survival horror.
Right. Yeah, another one.
You're still talking about that?
Of course.
But this also has some horror elements, but I had to throw this in there because this was previously one of my Game of the Years, and the fact that they're coming out with the sequel and it looks so good. Control Resonant. I'm so hyped for this game. They are taking the elements I love from Control, which is the Metroidvania game design and the crazy world of Control. It's got that SCP vibe where like you got crazy entities and like devices of objects of power that are causing like crazy things to happen in the world. And you have a government company that's trying to control and keep everything under wraps. And you are playing the main character's brother this time, and he plays like a slower, more methodical Devil May Cry action, like beat things up with melee weapons. You got your big hammers, you got your scythes, you got your katanas. It looks so sick. And you still have your powers where you can like float. You got your force push abilities, your telekinesis. They're throwing it all in there. I did see some gameplay of the boss fight that they showed off during like Summer Game Fest and PlayStation State of Play, and it looked a little bit kind of like too simple. So hopefully they really amp up the boss fights more. But other than that, it's looking way too good.
Control, for me, I still haven't finished the original, but
Yeah.
I liked the original. I feel like it lacked mechanically. For me, it seemed much simpler of a game for me personally. Not to say that the game is bad. It's just personally I felt like there could have been a lot more to it. So Resonant, it seems like, is leaning into that, even though the gameplay is different than what the original Control was supposed to be. It still seems a lot of fun, especially as I mentioned before, like if it's an action adventure game, count me in. It is an action adventure game and it looks really sick. I would say though, to me, if I had to describe Control Resonant, it's like a mix of Infamous and Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I do think like when they showed the gameplay that there was some jank in the movement of the character, and hopefully that's something like they can polish, or it could just be me. But yeah, the movement seemed a bit janky, but the game in general looks super interesting. So definitely not like something I'm super excited about, but something I will definitely keep my eye on. So yeah,
Nice.
Those are my thoughts on Resonant. So you've seen Resonant, right? I think you do tend to enjoy these.
I'm a little
the ideas
interested
of these kinds of games.
because of you said it was like DMC like.
Yeah.
So Like
Yeah.
I'm interested in eventually getting into like those style games because I do like combo systems a
Heck
lot.
yeah.
Right.
Though if that comes out near the time of Tokon and Avatar, you might be waiting a while for me to get into it.
So it's coming out in Stacktober. So there are a lot of things coming out in that month.
Ooh, Stacktober. They didn't want to. They don't have even the balls to go against GTA like Godzilla. Huh?
No, they're not brave.
Right.
They're not as brave as Godzilla for sure.
No, that's cool though. I might hit that up. October's also
Honestly,
rough for me because of football season, but yes, it is. I might pick it up.
Late 2026 is packed with so many
It's too many. It's too many
and
games.
we just are going through state of play. Like there's Summer Game Fest and all that upcoming, but like to completely finish off state of play with those final two games I wanted to mention before we move on to the other big events. The two games I want to mention are Phantom Blade Zero, which was not a new announcement, but we are getting, or we got a release date.
So we have a release date, which is October, I think. Let me see. I'll double check.
It was like September.
The October 28th. So it's dropping October 28th.
October.
The really funny thing is like they kind of just revealed that they're doing a bigger gameplay reveal demo type of
showcase,
thing. Yeah. So they're gonna have like a whole dedicated showcase to Phantom Blade Zero, which it deserves. Everyone that's been playing this game has been talking about how amazing it is, and like I just want to get my hands on it.
It's just like every time I look at the combat, it's like I want to do that.
It's so sick, dude.
The combat is so phenomenally well done.
And the fact that they're like, it's more like a Ninja Gaiden, it's not a Souls-like. I'm just like, yes, we need more action games.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of us have Souls-like fatigue now with so many, like, or like every other game that comes out now is like either a roguelike or a Souls-like.
Yeah.
Or a roguelike Souls-like. It's just like, yeah, we enjoy Souls-likes, but it doesn't mean like every other game that comes out should be a Souls-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just having like those types of arcadey PlayStation 2 era hack and slash games, which is what Phantom Blade Zero reminds me of, it's so refreshing to see.
Yeah.
And I really want to just like sometimes mash a button and absolutely shred enemies to death.
Yep.
So yes, Phantom Blade Zero looks well,
no,
if you're talking about Tekken, yes.
I'm just talking shit. All right.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Phantom Blade Zero, yeah. That's my thoughts on it. Remind me, Show, what was the reason it was mentioned in this state of play? Because they have to. Did they show something new? Because I can't think.
No, they were just. It was just a short tease that they're going to be doing a full state of play dedicated.
Because I was like, I surely am missing something, right? Even though I watched like the entirety thing, we all watched it together. Yeah, my memory's terrible.
Yeah, because I think this is only coming out for PlayStation 5 and Steam, so that's why like Sony's really pushing it. It's pretty much a console exclusive.
Console exclusive, yeah. Yeah, I'd be playing that game day one for sure.
Oh
that
yeah,
game is
same.
So good looking.
I have too many day ones. It hurts.
I mean, yeah, with how many games that are releasing and how many of them are good, yeah.
You need to control yourself, Show.
I
also, Show, you play like every game that releases, so that's on you.
A company's like, here, give us your wallet, and you're like, yeah, please. Take my money.
Take whatever you
it doesn't
need.
even matter if it's trash like Veilguard. You just give them the money.
Whoa! I did not buy Veilguard. Don't put that out there, guys. Don't put that out there.
I'm gonna put it out there.
No,
I think you would have bought it anyways.
No.
Did you play it through Game Pass?
Yeah, like the EA Game Pass thing that was around. I played it through that, and I gave
EA Play.
Yeah, EA Play, and I gave it a fair shake, and it got so repetitive so fast, and the writing was some of the worst writing I've ever seen in any RPG. So, and I've played JRPGs; they have pretty bad writing. So yeah, that was rough. But no, I did not give Veilguard my money.
That's good.
Anyways, Veilguard aside, final game for state of play, Silent Hill.
This
Townfall.
is surprising. That is really surprising.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is it?
I've never. Well, I don't think you've played any Silent Hills yet, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, I have not.
Yeah.
And you would know this, like, I've wanted to play Silent, like, there's so many games I want to play, so it's just a time thing, and then what
Yeah.
I'm playing right now.
Yeah.
Because you literally just got me Relink, dude, and we're gonna play that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Right, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. But yeah, barring that, Silent Hill Townfall, I've always been interested in Silent Hill games, but not as much as soon as they revealed the remake of Silent Hill 2 that came out last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just waiting for a sale on that one, a good sale to get that, because like I'm interested, but not like crazy interested, because I'm a fan of Resident Evils, and people say Silent Hill is also very Resident Evil-like, and 2 even shares some elements from Alan Wake, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, and then they come up with Townfall, and right before Townfall, they came up with Silent Hill F,
Which was
and
amazing.
both of these settings look incredible. So yes, I really want to get into the Silent Hill franchise.
I hate to
So
do
I
this
didn't
to
want
you,
to just
man.
leave it,
I hate to do this to you, but
right?
there is a Konami Games sale going on in the Steam Summer Sale. So both Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill F are 50% off right now. Like they're
All right,
both.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, they're both the same. So yeah, you might want to
Hey.
check it out.
Thanks for that. Yeah. I wasn't honestly paying attention until we started talking about State of Play. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I may end up getting at least the remake.
Nice.
But yeah, I didn't want to leave Silent Hill out because I do think it's a big announcement, and Townfall honestly looks amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the franchise I'm really looking forward to getting into.
It is the next Western setting Silent Hill game that's coming out. So very curious to see how this one goes. And it's also in first person, which is very different, other than the one that was on the Wii, I think, which was it Downpour? Silent Hill Downpour?
On Wii? I think
Yeah.
it was Origins, no?
No, Downpour was the really bad third person one. Shattered Memories. That one was first person.
Yeah. Yeah, Shattered Memories. Yeah, you're right.
No, Shattered Memories was also not first person. This might be actually the first person.
Shattered Memories was third person.
Yeah.
But Shattered Memories was also on PSP, I think, and PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just first person mods, but there's not a first person Silent Hill game. So this is like the first one. This might be Silent Hill's like RE7, possibly.
Right.
Very curious to see how they do that. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Also gives me OD vibes at times, which is also another game
Man.
I'm hoping gets revealed soon, or like more info comes out.
So pumped for OD.
But with that, I think we have concluded all of our games from State of Play.
I think Salt has one more, maybe.
Do you guys want to go into Tokon now, or?
I think we do, because there's more to talk about.
Oh right,
You know?
Tokon was revealed in State of Play. I thought it was an
just the
Evo
one, because it's two sets of announcements, man.
That's a good point.
This, I do want to say, for this, I'm going to sit back and let you guys talk it out, because I'm just excited to hear both of your thoughts on the new characters.
I think we split it. I think we just talk about the first reveal, and then when we talk about Evo, I think we talk about the rest.
So Team Doom.
Yeah, Team Doom. Okay. Let's talk about Team Doom.
So Team Doom. So if you look at like even the roster that was just like fully completed with the new announcement. If you look at all the teams, this is either top 1 or top 2 teams. Like pretty easily. It was, so for people who don't know, Tokon is the Marvel fighting game. It's a 4v4 system. All the teams are announced in 4s. So we had Doom's team announced as, the rest of his team is Magneto, Carnage, and Green Goblin.
Green freaking Goblin.
Which, if you want to talk about a lineup, man, that is star-studded. Gameplay wise, like so Doom and Magneto have a history of in fighting games as being very very mobile characters. Doom a little less so, but Magneto for sure is a zip boy. Magneto is much more slower, which is a little disappointing. But I remember playing Marvel Rivals, playing Magneto, and all I could think of is like, man, I just feel like a lumbering slop of cement. Basically, I felt useless. This Magneto is a little bit quicker. He is not Zip Boy, but he does have mobility, which is very nice. You actually feel like a boss character now. Doom is very similar. He's more projectile heavy, but it's very cool. Carnage, he's going to be a stabby boy. He's going to be swinging for the fences.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully good chip damage. I'm hoping he has like some chip mechanics that are really neat. But dude, Green Goblin, I was surprised about. Going double in on a Spider-Man villains is a choice. I think it's a good choice.
Definitely.
Because Spider-Man villains deserve it. Like he has the best Marvel gallery, like villain gallery that there is. And the fact that Green Goblin's never been in a Marvel fighting game, Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever, is a crime.
Yep.
Like no Green Goblin, no Doc Ock, none of the guys. So we've had Venom, now we get Goblin and Carnage, and they just both look so good. The freaking glider combos that they were showing off.
Yeah.
We don't even have bomb setups labbed, and he looks like a dirty little mother. Like I'm not a Goblin style fan. Like that kind of character doesn't draw me, but the way he's presented gameplay wise is so good. I'm probably gonna add him to my team.
Man.
What do you got?
I mean, Green Goblin, it was a dream pick for me to see in a fighting game. When we were talking earlier about like what would we like to see in Tokon, there was two characters that I said, man, they really should throw them in there. And of course, for me, it was Carnage and Green Goblin. And we were talking about it like right before the trailer dropped. And I was like, how crazy would it be if we got Green Goblin or Carnage? And I was like, oh, cool, Carnage is here. That's amazing. And then they were like, and here's Green Goblin. I lost my freaking mind. So yeah, this was a dream reveal for me. And Tokon has given me the opposite problem that I've had with like several games where I couldn't find a main because there was no one of interest to me. This is the opposite. There's too many characters I want to play. Tokon's got like the best Spider-Man I've ever played. And like pretty much everyone I've ever touched has been a ton of fun to even mess around with. And that's before they've made these like better changes to the overall system of Tokon. So
that's how you know they got a good roster.
Yeah, the roster is so solid. Even the weird picks like Danger is still like interesting.
I still think that's a big whiff, but yeah. I agree with you. They made it look good. They made it look good.
Yeah. Staying away from the Fantastic Four was a smart decision to keep out of the base roster, I would say. Just having only Doom was a smart call.
There is only Doom.
Yeah, there is only Doom. Do you think they're going to just throw Fantastic Four in there and call it a day, or do you think they're going to keep it interesting or weird with the groups that they throw together?
They have a tendency. So the only one that's actually like a legit team is the X-Men team, and even that team is weird. Is thrown off by Danger and Magic because like Storm and Wolverine are classics. Magic's not really in that group. She's in a separate.
She's a new mutant.
X-Men group. Yeah. So it's like, they're going to do something awkward. I'm actually surprised they didn't use like a it wasn't Spider-Man Fantastic Four or something.
Yeah, he was part of. He had the paper bag in his head and the the fantastic costume on. But yeah, he was a temporary member.
I think they could have done something like that, but I think it like. How do you do a 4v4 game and divide them up?
I don't know. I think if they were to, I guess since you have classic Miss Marvel in here, where she's still like almost a Mr. Fantastic, like I think it would be a bad idea to bring Mr. Fantastic into Tokon. You could do some interesting stuff with Invisible Woman with her walls and stuff, and doing wall setups almost like what's his name from Urian? Like you could almost do like Urian like wall setups with her. So she could be a good pick. You have Hulk, so I don't know if you do Thing. I feel like they would probably be too samey.
I think you need more than one big body.
Yeah, but Human Torch would also work.
You need to have Thanos or Thing, or like some big body villain, like Juggernaut. Yeah. Like you need to get a bad guy, big body.
But another member of the Fantastic Four that could work is She-Hulk, because she was also a temporary member. So you could do Invisible Woman and She-Hulk.
I don't know if I love that, but yeah, that would be. Ooh, a Hulk team would be nice too.
Hulk team. Ooh, so what? Like you do
like Red Hulk,
Abomination,
Blue Hulk, She-Hulk.
I think you do She-Hulk and Abomination at best, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, yeah.
Abomination is still a little. I'd rather what's his name that can absorb different elements. He would be pretty sick to have in.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of ways you could play around with it for sure. But I think I like them throwing us in for a loop on what they put in for teams where it's not your standard like common team up you'll see in like every single comic book issue. These are like either really rare team ups that have happened like maybe once or twice in the comic, or have never happened at all. So yeah, I think they're on the right track. But yes, I would say this is the best group of characters they've announced for Tokon for sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about the other group because I think it's very close.
Yeah.
But yes, this one is peak for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything else to say? Like, do you? Like,
we'll have more to say. We'll have more to say. Like when we're allowed to say the rest, we'll have more to say. But yeah.
All right. So moving on to Game Fest.
Yeah, Summer Game Fest. This was a really good Summer Game Fest. I think it was one of the most solid ones we've had in a while. It was
one of the good ones. I agree.
One of the good ones for sure. I'm gonna just start it off. We got Gen Atlas, and I love me some Shadow of the Colossus, and the fact that we're getting something with a similar gameplay loop, but now with giant mechs, is so sick. Like you've got guns, you got like jet boots, you're fighting other giant behemoths of mechs, and you're riding on like a floating mech head and trying to find different bodies and put it and attach it. And then you're going into mech battles against another mech while you're playing as a little dude and trying to repair it and keep it alive while it's fighting. It looks so sick. It like the Shadow of the Colossus team could do no wrong. They are going to knock this out of the park in terms of just having a fun gameplay loop. And it's going to be an experience. The music sounds amazing and the game looks fantastic. It's dropping a few frames. You can tell it's still in development and has little ways to go for polish, but I love everything they're doing with this post-apocalyptic, like scavenger going across the oasis. You're all alone. It's got vibes. It's got moods. It's got everything I'm looking for. What do you guys think about Gen Atlas?
I have honestly no idea how I feel about that game.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. Like, obviously, I don't have experiences yet with Shadow of the Colossus, and Ico, I believe, is one of their other games.
You have to play Shadow of the Colossus. You have to.
I will.
It is one of my favorite PS2 games of all time, man. Like when I was not playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and not playing Budokai Tenkaichi, I was playing Shadow of the Colossus. That was my game. Like it's fantastic. But yeah,
I never got the chance to play these, but yeah, there is a remake and I have it on my PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But like I can get onto it, but again, I have other games to play as well, so we'll see.
I know you got Reeling, man.
Anyways, right. Speaking of Gen Atlas though, Stolz already mentioned it a little bit. Like, I have problems with mechs because I'm a mechanical engineer by trade, so I don't know. The bullshit that sometimes mechs pull off and things kind of like take me away from the experience.
Yeah.
I'm bad at compartmentalization in my head, so sometimes like that doesn't help when it comes to entertainment. Because like in Gen Atlas, even though it looks grounded, like in terms of like if we had this type of post-apocalyptic future, whatever, like we can technically have that technology of like making giant mechs or whatever, right? Like sure.
Yep.
But it's also the fact the setting is so deserted, which I'm not really the big fan of.
Yeah, it's very
And
brown and
so the world to me seems empty. I don't know what else to describe, or like uneventful. Dead, right? I know that's the thing they're going for.
yeah, it's a mood.
But I don't know. When I saw the entire trailer, I did not see a single thing that really pulled me into it. So I'm not sure. I'm honestly just counting on you because I know you're going to be playing it since you say like you love Shadow of the Colossus and Ico.
Yep.
Or any games that team produces, so you will probably play
The Last Guardian.
As Saul said, you just open up your wallet, so you will open up your wallet for Gen
Atlas is already in my wallet, man. They've already pulled out the cash. It's
so
gone.
when you play it, and once I see, or maybe more information comes out, and I see like, oh, so this is the gameplay loop, or this is what you're supposed to do, then I may be more interested. So far, I don't really have, maybe like at most 5% interest or something. But once more information gets revealed, or I see you playing it, and then like I find something that really pulls me in the gameplay loop, maybe. So far, it just seems like a Death Stranding situation to me. Death Stranding 1, to be specific.
That's fair. Yeah, it does have some Death Stranding vibes to it, so I totally get you on that.
Those are my thoughts on it. Yeah.
What do you think, Solz? Any interest in Gen Atlas?
I'm definitely more positive on the dude doing giant mech stuff, kind of thing. I should play Shadow. That is one of the games I kind of regret not ever getting into.
Oh man, you guys are sleeping on such a good game. Yeah,
I'm not sleeping on it. I just don't play it. Like what was it for back in the day? Was it like PS1? PS2? Okay, so I didn't own a PS2. So
oh really? I didn't know that. I thought you did have a
No, I only had a GameCube, Wii 360 for the old school stuff.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it would have been
and a PS1 as well.
Yeah, it would have been impossible for you to play Shadow of the Colossus at the time.
Yeah, but I've always seen stuff and heard great things about it. The idea of like little dude toppling over a Titan is a very cool idea.
It's euphoric.
So I only understand that this is going to involve giants. You're floating on some dude's head. Have they shown or explained the gameplay at all?
They showed some gameplay. Like you do use a gun. Like he's right in the back of something moving really fast, and there's things chasing after him in the sand, and he's like shooting at it.
Okay, so it does have the shadow. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
But then there's also like while the mech is moving, I don't know if it's an enemy mech he's climbing, but he's like climbing on a mech and stuff and looking for like certain parts. If it's like Shadow of the Colossus, he's looking for weak spots to like attack so he can topple down and shut down the mech most likely.
I mean, how else are you gonna like explain the reasoning for climbing the giant? Like that has to be
it could be to like overtake the mech or something.
Could be overtake it. Could be
that's still a weak spot technically.
Yeah, it could be also to repair.
Yeah, I guess.
Like if you're repairing the mech that you're working with, then that's also possible.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That would be a neat mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was definitely a scene where he was like barely holding on to the mech while it was like throwing fisticuffs at another mech that was like fighting it. So there's definitely like a moment where you're gonna probably have to play defense and repair and stuff like that. So
we're assuming it's a straight up story mode, right?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a single player experience for sure.
Super weird comparison to make, but does anyone know the King Kong game on the PlayStation 2?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the one based on the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it could be a situation like that where you play as the little dude, but then occasionally you have to play as the mech.
Yeah,
and
I think
maybe you can go back and forth between the two. depending on what you need to do. So like you
Yep.
can have your mech fight a dude, maybe weaken it, and then you have to hop out of the mech and go climb the other mech to do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just pushing out ideas, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that
As
makes
long-
sense. That makes sense.
As long as it's not like as boring of a like let me play the giant guy kind of system as Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, no. This will be a much more one. It's not going to be cinematic like that. It'll be cinematic in terms of like the things that happen, but it's not going
I'm
to be
talking
like
about accessing it, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to be taking you away from the control. You will always be in control of what's going on in those scenes and stuff, and it's going to be purely gameplay focused. Again, if you guys have played Shadow of the Colossus, I feel like you'd be as excited as me, where you would already
I'm
know what they're
sure.
cooking up. Yeah.
Right.
To be fair, when they
Right.
announced the remaster, I was kind of like, "Oh man, I'm gonna like probably play that."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I didn't hear when it was released, and I just never cared.
It's on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 only as well, so
Is it only on PlayStation 5? I thought it was on PS4.
is it?
I think so, yeah, because I think I played it on PS4 when it dropped. I played it before
Wait,
the
they
last
didn't put
Guardian
it-
dropped.
Wait, they didn't put it on PC?
No, Shadow of the Colossus is not on
Oh
PC.
hell no, PC Master Race.
You can emulate the PS2 version. For sure.
Was PlayStation 4, yeah.
I will find a
I did
legal,
not know that.
legitimate way of attaining a Shadow of the Colossus ROM.
Yes, he will do this all legally, folks, and he will enjoy the game to the fullest. But yeah,
Smile.
Remake was led by Bluepoint, one of my favorite studios that got
got
crushed
down,
by
unfortunately. Yeah,
Sony.
yeah.
Rip Bluepoint. But
Rip Blue
yeah,
Plant. But
someday I will play Shadow of the Colossus show and I will stream it for you so you can
Yes.
relish in my
Yes,
enjoyment.
I will every moment of it. But yeah, tell me, what are you excited from Summer Game Fest? I know you got something.
I got plenty of things.
Yeah,
But question is, which one do I start with?
that's up to you.
I just want to kind of get it out of the way.
Okay.
RE Veronica.
Oh,
I'm so glad it is happening.
yeah.
I know my mentor when I used to work at a specific place. He loves RE Universe, and Veronica was his favorite game. So I'm happy for him
Yeah.
that we're getting Code Veronica remake.
Yep.
And it looks absolutely fantastic. And if I have to say anything about Capcom's Resident Evil remakes in general, is
Yeah.
they do a fantastic job of keeping it close to the original experience as possible.
Yeah.
So, really excited for it. I personally have not played Code Veronica. I've seen tids and bits of it.
Same. I've seen like
So-
playthroughs of it.
I am really excited.
What I'm so curious about, because I'm like, I feel like this is going to be very different from the original, because Code Veronica is the most like 90s, early 2000s Resident Evil I've ever seen. Like, it is cheesy up the wazoo in terms of dialogue. You have some really
I mean, yeah.
like
Okay.
you have some really like insufferable characters that like the way they talk and everything, you're just like, what the heck? No one talks like this. What is going on? So it's very like over the top anime level, like plot twist upon plot twist. Claire's doing some like superhero flips and like action movie star crazy stuff. So
You're saying she's going to be Leon.
she gets to a level of like Leon, like she's doing some like crazy stuff where she has like the dual pistols and like shooting people all around and stuff and doing like crazy stunts. So it'll be interesting to see if they tone her down, or maybe they go the route
They
of
will.
Requiem and make her still like insanely cool, like just make her like a, because she looks way more serious than she did in Resident Evil 2, obviously.
That's true. She does.
So I think they're going for something where she's hardened, but they're not going to make her like Laura Croft, because she's like very Laura Croft-esque in Code Veronica. So I think they're going to do something a little bit more different.
My thoughts on it are that they will obviously not going to like just copy paste 1-to-1 what Code Veronica was in the remake.
Oh yeah, no. I
I definitely feel like they're gonna polish all the writing. So
Yep.
maybe they will keep some of the iconic cheesy lines, if there are any. As I said, I haven't really played Code Veronica myself. I've only seen some clips and stuff from it. So they will keep the iconic stuff. They will polish the story. They will polish the characters. And I do feel like that instead of making Claire a superhero, as you said, I think they will actually lean towards more of her being the RE2 version. So I don't know about the plot twists and stuff, so it will be a first-time experience for me, but I have faith in Capcom. They did justice for the previous games, although I do know that some people had grievances with 3 because it was really short as well.
Yeah.
And they did change some plot points.
Yep.
So, yeah. The last, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake and 4 Remake. I did not fully finish 3. So, don't know much about 3. Anyways, ignoring that, I do have faith that they will do it justice, that Veronica will be well done.
Yep.
So,
I agree.
there's a lot of Resident Evil fans, so that's a news I'm sure many of the people are excited about. So, yeah. One of the most exciting games to look forward to for sure.
Heck yeah.
Sauce,
Yeah.
hit me. What's your Summer Game Fest
Oh my God.
announcement that you're really excited for?
Man, these are. I'll just go top to bottom. Street Fighter 6 Season 4. Because Capcom was too lazy to do an announcement at EVO.
Such a whiff, man.
They just dumped everything into Game Fest, which, sure, whatever. I just wish they gave us a little something for EVO, but
Evo, yeah.
either way, they gave us 4 characters, 3 of which are completely new characters to the Capcom series, or video gaming in general.
Right, originals.
Yeah, originals. And they seem pretty good. It's just we're getting to a point where in Capcom, the more characters you add, the more fan favorites you have, and the more you can't bring back the characters that actually made your game great. So these 3 characters look pretty interesting, but you have to remember every one of those characters is a missed opportunity for a returning Dudley, a Saddam, a Makoto, a weird Necropole, or Remy. Like it kind of hurts.
I was just itching to say Sakura.
Oh no, I'll let Sho say that because he's the one that's never mind. I won't say what I was gonna say because this is a PG-13 stream. But my point is these 3 characters are cool. The Yasmin gameplay trailer was very cool. One of the few characters I might bring me back. And then that's basically what we know is she seems really interesting and the other 2 have promise. And then you got the other one.
Jasmine, Arjun, and what was the third one?
Bosch.
Bosch.
Bosch, okay.
Which was a big character of the story mode. So he's like a fan favorite through story alone.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And I'll let Sho talk about his thirst trap.
Well, I actually
He's number 1 waifu of all time, people.
I have a question for you. Now that Evo has passed, do you think they should have waited to do the Tifa reveal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
because Game Fest is bigger.
No. What I would have done, I would have announced Tifa at Game Fest, and the other 3 characters would have been the Yasmin trailer would have been at Evo.
Yeah.
So that way you get the popular thing out of the way, and then all the people who care about fighting games, like specifically,
they
at least get something. They feel it's a feeling of value for the FGC in that sense.
Yeah.
Because they front loaded it at Game Fest and didn't do anything at Evo, they feel like I feel like that's kind of a slight
Yeah.
in a way,
Yeah.
especially when you're the fighting game capital
Yep.
IP.
Biggest fighting
You
game
are
of all
it.
time right now.
The first one, in fact,
Yeah.
the first one.
Yep.
So you kind of just like backhanded your community in a way, which I like I said, like it the end result doesn't matter as much as like the sentiment.
Yeah. That's true. That is very true.
But yeah, I'm assuming you want to talk about Tifa.
Yeah, so there's not too much to talk about with Tifa, except for the idea of like, wow, I'm glad that she's here. I've honestly always expected that Tifa would have been a Tekken guest character, but they've always put every other Final Fantasy character in there over her, which is just funny to see. But Tifa has a lot of abilities that are more.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Tifa is more fantastical in some ways. Like, she literally uppercuts with a dolphin. She can shoot fire and stuff like that. So, like, she'll fit in Street Fighter just fine. And they're going to be implementing Final Fantasy VII mechanics into her gameplay. So, she's apparently going to have some kind of like materia system and stuff like that,
Yep.
which will be cool. I don't know if she's going to knock materia out of her opponents or what. I don't know how that's exactly going to work. Or if she just gets new materia slots over time and then can choose what she wants. I don't know. But yeah, her moveset's going to be sick. She will be my main because I just don't have Sakura. So this is definitely the next best thing for me. I agree with you. I think if they had like held back and shown Yasmin's gameplay at Evo, that would have been nice. Honestly, this is one of the most interesting things I've seen what happened to Street Fighter 6 in a while because they haven't done a mechanic shakeup. But really, it would have, like, that's the only thing I need now. Is just like, I just need a big shakeup of some sort. But the developers seem like they're not really going to do that right now. So that's kind of disappointing.
We could talk for hours about how we feel about the drive system and throw loops in the corner and
Yeah.
all that, like, because the game at it, like you can feel how good it is to play,
Yep.
but there's just like certain quirks in it that just override the rest of those, like you feel like you're almost playing like one of the great fighting games of old, and then you get throat looped in the corner or you get like random drive rush jabbed and you're just like, well,
That's it.
that was the round. I'm eating 60% minimum.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that some of the patches that they do, since they're not doing a major overhaul, maybe they're going to slowly make those changes over time. If that's what they're planning to do, then great. But yeah, from the sounds of it,
I mean, that's been their approach.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, they seem like they have the mentality of don't fix what ain't broke, because Japan is eating up Street Fighter 6 so much, and they
that's
are
the problem.
That. Yeah,
like they're feeding Japan garbage, and Japan is eating it.
Yep. So,
and this is why I warn people, like, especially with pre-ordering and with like just buying everything that like is on available, is like you're kind of just giving money to the beast and watching it kind of like take away from what video games can be, because you're supporting, especially with like stuff like EA, you're supporting the poison of the industry by doing that. And you'll slowly get more and more of these behaviors where they don't change the game for the fan. They keep the game as it's going because it's making money.
Yep.
Even though you could set your foot down and say, I want something different, but you don't. And and then it leads to these kind of things. So Japan is kind of eating slop, and the rest of the community is paying for it.
But I am going to pay for Tifa because that.
Oh, we know.
the dream come true for me.
But he's questioning that.
But
Don't worry.
but that is a good direction. Like that's a positive direction. That they're in.
That's.
I'm saying other things in what that they're doing aren't going the way they like that people want, essentially.
Yeah.
And but they continue to support the official release, and that official release is garbage.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say garbage. It's not quality.
I feel
as
like
it should be.
some like I got to give it to Destiny 2 fans. They are not just folding and getting Marathon in hopes of, oh, maybe if we buy Marathon, they'll release Destiny 3. They're speaking with their wallet right now, and they're like, Marathon is burning because that's not what those fans want.
That's what should happen more often.
Yep.
But to be completely honest, as a Destiny fan, and I say this with great depression, I hate Marathon because of the fact that Bungie put so much resources into Marathon, which basically like kind of put Destiny 2 in the back burner.
Yep.
So maybe there were some ideas in Marathon that could have been implemented in Destiny, right? That could have made that game better. But instead, what they did was like minimal content updates for Destiny, milk the players for what they are, and then put the resources into Marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, minimal.
And not to mention all the internal Bungie.
away.
Right. All the internal conflicts at Bungie, and then like, you know, all the controversies of like the upper management not really doing much, and I'm not going to go into the details, and I'm not really super familiar with them anyways. But internal conflicts and Bungie, Destiny slowly like being milked and like completely dried up of content, and then everything like Bungie putting every one of their eggs into the Marathon basket just did not work out well for them, to the point that now Destiny died because it's not getting any more updates, and Marathon is slowly dying because either people I met a lot of people that don't like the idea of extraction shooters because it's so like it's not something you quickly get in and out of. It's very high stakes. You have to set up, and then you have to like, oh, I'm gonna take this weapon or these systems that I have, or these elements of gameplay that could be useful in this run, and then you hop in, and then you just randomly get fired by a dude who is sniping from a range or something or whatever. I haven't played Marathon, but I played Arc Raiders, so I'm assuming it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same with that for
gameplay
what I played.
That gameplay loop is not for everyone. I honestly I would have enjoyed Marathon if I got it. I'm sure like there would be something in it for me, but I just don't want to support Marathon. As Saul said, as a Destiny player, I hate what they did to Destiny, and because of that, I don't want to support Bungie. So whatever's going on with Marathon and it not keeping their player base, it's Bungie's own doing. And that's what happens when you don't really listen to the fan base. That's basically what's keeping your company alive. I'm glad that they experimented with Marathon. I'm not glad that it costed us Destiny 2 or Destiny as a franchise. Possibly, but yeah. So my reason for not supporting Marathon is that, and I think that's similar to what you were saying, Souls, with the entire situation.
Yeah, I wish
really paying attention to the fans.
FGC would put their money where their mouth is and kind of just stop paying for slots.
Obviously, nobody pay or likes to see the decline of their favorite IPs or companies, but if they are on a path that is completely missing out on what the fans want, then vote with your wallet. That's the best thing you can do.
Yep.
If you keep paying for it, you're gonna keep getting the same slop over and over again.
I agree.
Well, that was a tangent, but something that needs to be said every now and then.
It is what it is, but season 4
there wasn't much to say.
Yes.
There wasn't much to say about the Capcom announcements, let's be honest.
Yeah, but hey, I'm hoping to see what they do with the balance for season 4. Hopefully it's good, and I have fun with Street Fighter 6 again. Yeah, so another thing that popped up that seemed pretty cool. There's no gameplay, no interesting news too much about this, but just the fact that it exists makes me super happy, and that's Guild Wars 3. Guild Wars 2 was an amazing MMO. It was a easy to get into MMO because this is a buy one and you're in, you just get to play it, and they give you so much stuff to do, and it's action combat, and it's a game that just has so much like content upon content, things to do, things to unlock, and people to hang out with. Guild Wars 3 seems like they're really going to cook. Hopefully it still is Guild Wars and they don't go too far of a route from what made Guild Wars 2 great. But if they make it in a similar aspect, I think it could be one of the best new MMOs to ever come out. When will this game drop? I have no freaking clue. MMOs take a long time to develop. And it looks like it's probably still early, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad it exists. You guys have any interest in Guild Wars 3?
I want to preface by saying my MMO experience is very limited, and Kafka Final Fantasy is the only one I really know of. So, like Guild Wars 3, in terms of its reveal, it looks pretty cool, and it may be an MMO that I might decide to invest in the future, but in general, I'm not the biggest MMO guy or fan in general, so I honestly just think that it's cool. People are getting Guild Wars 3. I'm sure Guild Wars fans are over the moon to see that their favorite IP is getting another installment. So, good for them. So, I'll just be keeping an eye on it, and that's pretty much it for me. Go ahead, Salt.
Yeah, so we as our like home Discord was looking for an MMO for a while, and GW2 was like one of the ones that I was looking at. Because we were looking for something with like a kind of an action feel to it, action gameplay.
That's right.
And I was thinking about giving it a shot, but we got into PoE and got distracted. But GW2 to be specific. GW3 should have that action gameplay kind of carried over, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think so.
Since that's like kind of the basis of 2. And I don't know, I think it might actually be a good thing to kind of sell the group on, because we're looking for something to kind of do together, because we don't have a lot of there's a lot of very strong personalities.
Games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Our personalities are too like strict in certain areas.
Yeah,
but I think like a nerdy
at times.
A nerdy MMO with like action stuff could kind of do it. I think because it hits like it hits the community aspect for us. It hits the action gameplay. It hits the nerdism
and the builds. The numbers.
Yeah, nerdism.
Yep,
nerdism. Yes, thank you. So I think GW3 is actually has a lot of potential to kind of like hit a lot of game fan quirks.
I hope so. Definitely want a game like you mentioned, like something we can play as a group and actually enjoy all elements of it, like the gameplay specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, always some gripes with like Final Fantasy, for example, and like MMOs in general feeling much more like a job than a game that I'm playing with friends to really enjoy. But we'll see.
The art style seems different too, right? Like, is it just me?
It's still very similar, but it's just
Guild
higher.
Wars,
like Guild Wars 2 is just so old, so it like we haven't seen it in this fidelity yet. Like, it's just much higher.
It looked brighter to me.
Oh yeah, Guild Wars 2 has always been vivid. Guild Wars has always been colorful, but yeah, again, it's just the higher quality is
technical limitations at the time, I guess.
Yep. And then I'll just go through another one. Monster Hunter Ascendance. I'm so hyped for this, which is the Wilds expansion. The new mechanic of having like the jet booster gauntlet, which looks like it changes like the combat style for like every weapon. Like you're dashing around if you have
Nero's Rev.
Yeah, it's like Nero's Rev, but like it's amping up. Like the greatsword's doing like crazier combos now, where you're doing like flips and spins and stuff, and it's more aerial.
Mm-hmm.
The gun lance, you're like dashing around with it now and like shooting at the same time, so you have like more movement. So one, I can't wait to see what Switch Axe does. That's going to be crazy. Two, I know Money, you didn't, it like Wilds didn't stick with you, but like I'm hoping that whatever they do in Ascendance like adds that extra flair that you're looking for, where it becomes like pretty fun for you. So I'm looking forward to it.
If they don't change the way the mechanics work, or like not change the mechanics entirely, but
like the
focus. I mentioned to you, I don't like the focus system at all.
Yeah.
Because it takes away skill from people while making the combat more easier, which is fine. Like, making the combat easier is fine, because with focus, it allows you to like turn and twist your character around in ways like you couldn't before.
Yep.
Because like if you're charging like a greatsword, for example, you're kind of stuck.
Yep.
In one direction that you will be swinging in, with like very minor adjustments you can make by shifting your left stick. But with the new focus system, it's like you just aim like a third-person aim, and you just charge it. And then you look at whatever direction you want, and your character, once he finishes charging, will attack in that direction. Which is great for people who hated that, right? But it's not great for people who like people like me, I guess, who played Monster Hunter World, or even the previous Monster Hunters, which for them was like a skill expression. Like, oh, I got the perfect positioning, and I charged at the perfect time, and I dodged at the perfect time, and I got the big 1500 damage hit. Whereas now it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and charge and just look at in a certain direction, and if the monster jumps from my left to my right, I just have to look right, and my character will auto-adjust.
Yep.
I don't like that at all. And then the focus mode, what it does is it also changes the way insect glaives behave, because now you have two aiming reticles for whatever reason. Because insect glaive already had an aim reticle, right?
Insect glaive just feels really rough for me, at least.
It's just
in Wilds.
There was no thought put into the focus thing other than like, hey, we're just gonna have this mode, which is like, oh, not to even mention the friggin' wound system, which just seems like free knockdowns, and you can get wounds for days. So I have a lot of gripes with Monster Hunter Wilds, and for those people who enjoy that gameplay loop, I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you have something. It's not for me. I'm a huge World fan. World is my peak Monster Hunter gameplay, and Wilds feels absolutely nothing like World at all. It feels like if Monster Hunter was made for like a much more casual audience than like dedicated fans, which is good because it also racked in the most amount of sales in its early release, right?
Yep.
So yeah, like financially they killed it, but like in terms of me being a Monster Hunter World fan, yeah, I have it, I played it, I gave it a shot like 3 times on 3 different occasions.
Did not like it. It's so funny, because like there is a lot of fans that had the same issue that you have with Wilds when World came out. There was a bunch of people that was just like, World's too easy.
I do know that, yes. Yeah. But for someone who grew up with World, I can't really help that.
Yeah. It's
like,
just, it's funny to see it happening again.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Because Rise is also not like World. Rise does different things.
Rise is more like the older games in a lot of ways.
Right, but it still feels more truer to Monster Hunter than Wilds does to any of those. Wilds feels like a much bigger jump in terms of accessibility.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I want to keep reiterating this is not a bad thing, guys. But I don't like it. So you're allowed to have preferences, and one of those preferences of mine is just like not having focus mode and a freaking charge blade on controller also really sucks to use.
You have to use the claw if you want to even have like a chance of really being able to take advantage of like.
If you want to use focus and do complex moves with charge blade, you have to use the claw grip. If I go into the details of this, we'll be here for a long time, so I don't want to.
I will add that
you can literally look on YouTube; everything is there.
The problem with Wilds for you with that is that like, yes, the game is insanely easy for the entire like story mode. and you don't really run into anything that really starts to push back on you until you get to like the after end game. Once you're in end game, then things start to get more to like how World felt by the like first quarter or like the half of World. So like when half of World kind of is just like you need to start like paying attention now to how monsters move and learning movesets and doing all this. Like Wilds doesn't ask that of you until like much later.
But Wilds is not going to change mechanically though. My point is like the focus system is still here to stay. The wound system is still here to stay.
Oh yeah.
I much preferred the wound system in World, where it's like more like you do more damage rather than getting a free knockdown.
Yep.
I just don't like that. Hey, just hold the focus mode. If you see a red, press a button, you get a crazy move, and then you knock down a monster.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely in Ascendance probably balance it. Like it obviously is just too strong right now. Though again, enemies in endgame, you don't it doesn't feel that one-sided anymore. Like a lot of the monsters don't get wounded as much. Or they have such a crazy
moveset. If I never make it to endgame, I won't get to experience it.
Yeah, right? I know. That's why I'm just telling you about it, because it's just like, I'm not telling you to get there. I'm more of just like, those things are already getting addressed by the later content they've been dropping. So they are paying attention to feedback in that way. And they're pretty much just treating like the beginning of it. So
that's good.
Yeah, just like Iceborne did a huge revamp to World in terms of like what they balance and stuff. I think Ascendance will hopefully address a lot of those issues and hopefully go in the right direction.
It's really difficult for me just to like boot up Monster Hunter Wilds and be there and do stuff, because every single aspect of it seems boring. I don't know why, but it just does not jive well with me at all. Like, I think Sacred is cool. I really enjoy having like the mount.
Oh yeah, can basically it is very nice.
Or not fly, but glide, run, and then like it also gives you basically a get out of jail free card by like picking you up when you're knocked down.
Yep.
And then you can like heal and do whatever while running around the monster on your Sacred.
Yep.
Which again is also like a more casual friendly option rather than always being more of like a Souls-like player, watching your heals and all that. So yeah, it's made for, in my opinion, much more casual audience, and it just didn't strike me as something that I really wanted to see in a Monster Hunter game. I'm glad that they're addressing what you're saying, but I don't ever think I will be a Wilds player. Maybe Ascendance will revamp everything. Who knows? Because we still don't know the details.
Yep.
Like what they show, like in terms of visuals, that game looks fantastic.
I'm so glad that I called Sky Islands and they actually did it. I was like, wouldn't it be great if they did Sky Islands again? I'm like, there it goes, they did it. I'm like, all right, sick. I'm all for this. So yeah, I can't wait to see what monsters they add. Bringing back a lot more classes is gonna be great. And it's great to see more Elder Dragons being added. So yeah, I think they're gonna cook. I think they'll cook pretty good.
I'm happy for you though. I'm glad you enjoy Wilds.
Yeah, Wilds has been awesome.
A couple other people in the server, so it will be a good time for sure.
Switch X feels so good in Wilds.
I will watch you play though.
Okay.
So there's that.
Cool. What about you, Souls? How has Monster Hunter been from your perspective? I'm actually really curious about this.
Why you asked me this? You know the answer. I can't find like a weapon that feels good to me, I guess.
Oh, okay. Do they all just feel too slow?
It feels like I'm playing a like, how do I describe this? You know how like there's like the sword practitioners who do like really fancy like big swinging movements, and it has no actual like combat effectiveness.
Yeah. They do
it's
like
just
sword dance.
Like I'm here to do fancy thing. I don't feel like I am ever doing effective thing. I feel like everything is just there to kind of feel flashy, and it does not feel effective.
Interesting. And you played World, where I feel like the weapon impacts is a lot better than even like Wild. So it's interesting to hear.
I like combo systems where I hit thing and thing has recoil.
Oh, I see.
No, so hit stun.
Yeah, there's not
Hit
enough hit
stun
stun.
matters to me because it makes me feel
Yes.
like I am actually hitting something.
I see.
Right.
I
With the
get
Monster
it if
Hunter
you're
core
swinging
design,
a
I
monster
don't.
and it doesn't.
Yeah.
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 But like,
it's just not
that's
core
not my
design
game
Monster
then.
Hunter.
Like, I just.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a completely fair take.
Yeah. Funny enough, Souls
Like,
probably
I'd
would like the
probably be
wound
more-
system because it actually causes the recoil a lot.
I probably would like to play Gunner because I don't have to play the game. I just shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
But,
just kidding. Like,
Yeah. Man, maybe I have to get Soul to relink as well because that'd probably be more up his alley. But you'd have to get past the fact it's
I mean,
Granblue.
I like Granblue. I don't like Granblue Versus.
Oh, okay. So you do like the art style of Granblue?
Oh, I love the character, dude. I was a Swords fanboy, dude. Like Swords is so freaking sick.
All right, I may have to actually show you some relink. You'll have to tell me if you like it or not.
We'll be
There
playing
are
it later
certain
today,
characters
right?
I feel are
Yep.
lame, but like Swords
so
is sick. I like Narmaya.
can show
Vasarab
them
is
then.
cool.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of cool characters.
Okay.
It's just the system in Versus is just so ugh.
Totally fair. Money. What do you got cooking over there from Summer Game Fest? What popped into your interest?
Let me go back to my list real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the 5 games, but I also have. Well, once we get through all the games and all the events, I do have honorable mentions. But speaking of Summer Games Fest alone and the games I'm most hyped about,
Yep.
we already talked about Veronica, but
Yep.
Alien Isolation 2.
Yes.
So we have a friend in our Discord who is a huge Alien Isolation fan,
Shout out to Logan.
and he bought me. Yeah, I'm talking about Logan. He bought me Alien Isolation 1 because I never played. Like, I wasn't even really familiar with the Alien franchise until I watched Romulus, and I watched it with Logan. But he mentioned that he really enjoyed this game and Alien Isolation. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But then we talked more and more. Eventually, I found out what type of game Alien Isolation is, and I was like, oh, you know what? This is pretty cool. It's something I might play. And then he just gifted me the game. So as of recent, whenever he's available, I'm playing and streaming for him. And I absolutely loved playing the game. Like, I think I'm halfway. Well, I'm on mission 5 or 6, something like that.
You're just about
like between mission 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So halfway, roughly. But been enjoying that a lot. And the funniest thing is, Logan, like any chance he gets, he praises Alien Isolation so much as it's like one of his favorite games of all time.
Yep.
And then the one Summer Games Fest where Alien Isolation 2 gets revealed, he is not there with us to watch it. He's busy doing whatever friggin' things he does. But oh my god, it got revealed. It looked absolutely sick because this time you're not just in a spaceship in space.
Yep, you're on a planet.
Actually on a planet on like a broken spaceship. So you will go through like foresty areas and navigate through rainy environments at night through like the wreckage of a spaceship that maybe you crash landed in.
It's got
So,
Aliens
it looks
vibe and
great.
Alien Covenant, but without the terrible writing of Alien Covenant. So
The
that's
visuals look phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
It's
really
been-
looking
Has
forward
it been
to
13 years? I think it's been like 13 years since Alien Isolation.
Isolation?
Yeah, since Alien
I'm not
Isolation
sure.
came out.
'Cause
I'll
I
double
didn't
check.
realize when
I'll
it
double
released.
check myself, but I think it's been that long.
Okay. But yeah, so
2014.
because of that sole
12
reason,
years.
because of that sole reason of me like lately getting into Alien Isolation and really enjoying the game, I didn't expect it to have as much combat as it does.
Yep.
And actually having guns, so that was a surprise but a pleasant one.
Yep.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And Logan's obviously like punching his desk, finally being able to play a sequel to a game he really enjoys. So thank you, Logan, and really excited for you and myself.
Hey.
Very good reveal. Super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I know Soltz is like As he said before, not really into xenomorphs like he is into dinosaurs. So totally.
I mean,
fair.
hopefully nobody's
I
into
like
xenomorphs.
xenomorphs, just not like
Be
this kind of
hunted by
xenomorph
xenomorphs.
game. Yeah, I kill xenomorphs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are we talking about? Praise Holy Bolter. Get the flamer,
Wait,
my son. The heavy
are
flamer.
xenomorphs a thing in Warhammer or something?
Tyranids are pretty much xenomorphs. They're like
Okay.
they're the main thing you end up fighting in Space Marine 2, which is interesting.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
They're a problem.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So not really a lot of interest from Salsa's side for Alien Isolation.
Yeah, that's fair. He's not a big survival horror guy.
Well, in that case, I'll mention another game, The Blood of Dawnwalker,
Oh yes.
which is a vampire game, which is also set like it gives me Castlevania vibes in a way, but from the trailer, it looks incredible. You travel through different timelines, it seems like, or maybe you just like are like a immortal
Yeah.
vampire or something. So you keep going from like medieval era to like modern day era to possibly even in the futuristic era. Not really sure, but that's what the trailer kind of implied in its visuals. It looks great. I love the vibes. I love the environment design. I love the character designs. We don't know much about how the gameplay is going to be, but it just has been one of the videos.
It's going to
it's just
be
one of
very Witcher 3-esque because it is ex Witcher 3 devs that are working on it.
Okay.
They have shown
explain.
Yeah, they have shown a little bit of
Okay.
gameplay in the past. And that was before it's been as polished as it was in the latest Summer Game Fest trailer. But yeah,
Right.
it'll be very Witcher like, and I think it should take place in multiple time periods because of, like you
Yes,
said,
I
him
think
being
so.
immortal. I don't know if it'll be in the far future, but it should just be like up to modern time, I think, which was
Hopefully
really
up to
surprising.
modern times.
Yeah,
I do like when I think of modern times in a world like that, I do tend to think of Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2.
yeah,
Because 1 was incredible and it was within the medieval time, and then 2 was set in the modern time, and honestly did not like 2 at all.
yeah.
So, ignoring that, it's similar with The Blood of Dawnwalker in terms of how I feel about the game. I'm just hoping that it's more like Lords of Shadows. Witcher is a great game. So knowing that the Witcher devs or ex-Witcher devs are working on it already gets me excited.
Yeah.
So it's a game I will be keeping an eye on, and knowing that was it Dracula? Or like you're the head vampire's son. Like there's a lot of cool story that they can write.
I don't know if Dracula
that,
was referenced in. You're talking Blood of Dawnwalker, right? If
Yeah,
you're really-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I may just be saying Dracula because it's like a popular vampire figure.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's just whoever is our main character is the son of the head vampire, king of vampires or whatever. So yeah, story seems to be having a lot of potential moving forward. So yeah, keeping an eye on it. Very excited.
Okay.
Any more games anyone want to share? Because otherwise I can keep going.
For Game Fest?
Yeah, for Game Fest. What you got?
Yeah, they got so they announced Palworld, which is 1.0.
Yes.
Which is a game I've been hyping up since the dawn of time. And I got to play a little bit of it, but never got really to take off with other people. And I think that's where the game will shine as time goes on. Actually, my manager's wife played more Palworld than I think anyone I know. Like, I think that was like her day job. Honestly, it was playing Palworld. Like, she was playing the heck out of it. And I was like kind of embarrassed because I was hyping up at my work like how cool Palworld is, and I don't know. At this point, everyone knows what it is. You know, it's Pokemon with guns. Like it's so cool.
Yeah,
It's just like
especially
to finally be
the
at
lawsuit
1.0.
made it or gave it publicity as well.
Yeah, dude. Thank God they survived that, man.
Yeah, like Nintendo trying to ruin a good thing.
I mean, to be honest, it was kind of a dumb lawsuit in the first place.
Oh, it was so stupid. Like they were trying to say they own a very basic mechanic that so many other games have, and it's like
in video games.
Get out of here.
Like, we are literally like patenting mechanics. Like, are you serious, dude?
Well, one studio has done that.
Thing to do, man.
One studio has done that. It's
Warner Brothers.
Shadows
of Mordor. Shadow Mordor
with the revenge mechanic is so stupid.
Screw them, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Just like
no other game can do it because of them. And then
revenge mechanic?
Yeah, so where you can have a nemesis, well, it's nemesis mechanics more so. You can literally have a nemesis where if you're fighting someone and say you let him live, he will leave and want to plot to get revenge. He'll go and get stronger and then try to hunt you down and challenge you again. And then you can let him live again and he'll keep doing it and trying to get stronger and stronger and best you. And over time, he'll build like a whole revenge against you. Because the Shadow Mordor team was the ones that figured it out and how to make it. And Warner Brothers was like, we're going to patent this and hold on to it and never let anyone else touch this mechanic ever. And then they didn't do anything with it. They were maybe going to implement it in the new Wonder Woman game, but that got canceled. So just nothing happened.
At least, look, Capcom has its faults. At least it didn't copyright 1v1 fights.
Oh my god! Yeah, seriously.
The Nemesis system patent, by the way, will expire on August 11, 2036.
So they're going to have to do something with it before 2036, or all the other games will be able to do something with it finally. So,
I mean, that's not like.
I mean, they will have to renew the patent
time
if they want to keep it, but I don't think they will renew it, or the renewal at that point.
Why would you even want to use that mechanic? Like I understand it. Like
cool mechanic, but I don't think it's something.
It's not that important,
right? But hey, I'm not a huge multi-billion-dollar.
Are you saying like why did they patent it, or are you saying why would anyone else?
There's ways to get around that mechanic without utilizing the mechanic. Like, it can just be a story beat.
Right. Yeah, it depends. I don't know. Like, I bet a lot of studios are just kind of staying away from it right now because it's so obviously patented. And so, like, if they can make the certain connections, like Nintendo's trying to do with their whole catch mechanic thing, it could go downhill really quick. So, yeah, I don't blame people for not trying. But, yeah, at the same time, I agree with you. I think you could definitely work around something else to get a similar aspect of that gameplay loop.
But yeah, more towards Palworld's, like, the positive points of it. Absolutely, like, awesome world traversal game.
Yep.
It gave me like a Genshin feel when I played Genshin for the first time. Like like I played Genshin hardcore for a month. And the world exploring was really great. At Palworld, you get a very similar feel with, like, you can ride mounts, which are... it was something that Pokemon still couldn't figure out at the time.
Yeah. Wait,
like they came up with mounts after Palworld.
Yeah, because Arceus didn't have mounts, right? Legends of Arceus?
I don't think so. Not in a 3D game.
Wait, what Pokemon game has mounts?
Even if you did... they have, like, the bike thing.
Oh, right. Scarlet and Violet did have that.
Which, by the way, is just one mon. Palworld has, like, birds and, like, wolves and, like, all sorts of stuff. I think you can mount, like essentially a, oh man, what's the Luma, the stupid dragon psychic, it's a similar look to that one. Dragon Psychic Pokemon. The Latios and Latias. They have a similar one to that in Palworld, which is what they could probably copyright as they imitate a lot of the styles. that unapologetically, thank God, screw Nintendo. So like yeah, you can mount a Latios and fly around the entire Wick world, and it's sick. And you also can catch giant versions of all the pals, which is just funny to see like a 2-3 story Pokemon just beating on rookie level Pokemons. I say rookie as a Digimon has been. Yeah, it's just a fun game. Like I'm not a huge fan of survival games, but this is like the one survival game that kind of it had so many other mechanics. I could actually overlook that and kind of learn the building stuff.
And your pals help with the building stuff. Like you don't have to do all the grinding yourselves. So it's just like just do it and you're good.
Just the idea, like you can just find new creatures that you kind of want to use to like the old like a Pokemon theme, and it's a new IP, so they have a different like set of them essentially. So like that's the cool thing to me is like you get a new set of new mons that you can relate with, or build a history with.
Have you done any of the raid fights that they had in Palworld that were at it?
No, raid fights, really?
Yeah, Palworld
so you
had
can like raid on a legendary.
Yeah, they had like really large Pokemon, or sorry, pals. They had really large pals that you're able to fight.
Bro, why? Dude, I tried to get you back in, and you were like, let's wait till 1.0. I'm like...
Yeah, it was just like, let's just wait until 1.0. But, I mean, like...
It's like, why wait, though, man?
Why wait?
Because
we'll have so much stuff, it'll be like, it'll all feel really brand new instead of, like, just having only a little thing. Like,
but you could spend time learning it now, and you have, like, I don't know. Like, it's just stupid to me.
I mean, at least I'm going back to it. But it will be the most polished it's ever been, and it'll just be like so many things to do, and we'll have like hours upon hours of stuff to go through. So that's why I thought to wait until 1.0. Plus, at that point, like I again had just grinded so much of it that I had most of the in-game stuff at the time. I'm sure I'm behind by like a little bit now, because of all the new updates they've dropped. So there's probably like 20 new pals I need to collect. There's probably a new material, some new armor and stuff like that. Some new guns and weapons.
I think most of the Mon stuff now is just kind of like breeding optimal like stats and abilities.
There's got to be like a lot more new pals that were added via DLC.
Oh, there are, but like, I think that's what people try to do is like optimize their pals. Breeding. I like the catching doesn't take that long.
Yeah. Did you want to do a reset whenever we do 1.0? Like, I mean, they're probably going to force us to reset.
If we get at least like 3 or 4 people in, I think we do like our own world and we just we can do our own kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I think that way we could probably like stack bases together to make like a more defensive position.
I agree with that. I hope they fix the building. Because like the building mechanic was so jank.
You can there's sliders, so you can fix it how you want.
Yeah, but like there was a lot of restrictions on where you could place things when building.
That never really bothered me. I just found flat area and I just built.
That's the thing. Like, you'd have some flat areas, but it would like yell at you for the smallest like little dip and like rocks or height, and it was just like, okay,
yeah.
Can't put it here, can't put it here, can't put it there. And also like the way you would align it and like rotate the flooring, sometimes it just wouldn't fit no matter how you placed it, which was weird. I don't know. There was some jank to it that I just remember really having to mess around with.
Gotta embrace the jank show.
I mean, yeah, of course you gotta embrace the jank because it's very arc in a lot of aspects for that. But I still enjoyed building and making things there, and now they have a whole bunch of different styles of housing that you can make, so I'm all for that. That'll be
just gotta get that gold magnum and everything will be okay.
Gold magnum. But yeah, is there anything else big with 1.0 that they announced that was being revealed for Palworld, or was it just like
They just kind of showed off the ghost dragon Pokemon lookalike. What was the name of that guy? It's like something with a G, I think. Palworld.
Oh, so I just checked, and apparently the devs will have like 27 pages of changes for 1.0.
Oh my god.
So,
That's sick.
yeah, it's kind of insane. Oh, apparently they're revamping the world and story for 1.0. So
Okay, yeah.
we might
Nice.
be able to take the story a little bit more seriously. That's actually kind of nuts.
Man, I knew this game was special when I saw the start of it. People laughed at me. They thought that's ridiculous. There's no way people would take that serious. But here we are. I can use a swordfish as a sword.
It's like having the class clown that starts becoming the valedictorian at the end.
Bro, the fact that this game is popping off like it is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I hope it kills Pokemon. I actually do. I'm so sick of Nintendo being everyone's bully.
Yeah, I just want. I don't think I wanted to kill Pokemon, but I definitely wanted to force them to actually make significant changes where they're like, all right, we gotta
I'd argue
actually do things.
they've had enough chances to do that.
Did they have competition like they do now?
But that's the point. They never tried to push themselves when they didn't have competition. They were just, again, the money grab stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of companies do that. They'll just kind of just sit and be like, oh, well, we dominate this. There's nothing to worry about. We don't have anybody else to worry about. So, yeah, I think I always like having competition. So if we're
Yes,
gonna,
I agree. Competition is the healthiest thing for companies.
Yeah. But
as
also,
long as it's like honest competition.
Palworld had an all-time peak, which was 2.5 years ago, of 2.1 million players.
Oh yeah, they were popping off.
2.1 million players were playing the same game at the same time. That is insanity. And even now, it's still at a healthy 25,000 to 43,000 on an average daily basis. So Palworld's
This
doing
game
good.
does not get the props it deserves. No one talks about this game.
Yeah.
I don't hear anyone mentioning it besides like political drama.
Yeah, it's been quiet, minus the whole like Nintendo's trying to sue them. That's the only thing that's kept them in the news, honestly. If it's not about Nintendo trying to sue them, you just don't really hear about Palworld anymore. Which is crazy because it's a good game.
I had to step away for a minute to do something. Are we still talking about Palworld?
Yep, we were still talking about Palworld. We were just talking about like the ridiculous amount of people that played the game and how like nobody's talking about it really, except for when Nintendo tried to sue them. That's the only time they come up.
That was one of the biggest publicity
Nintendo's helping
things.
them more than damaging them.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's keeping them still
I wonder how
relevant.
many people just saw that and they're like, I'm anti-Nintendo, so I'm just going to support Palworld by buying their game.
Yeah. Sure, there's quite a few people that did that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, I'm sure our audience is a little bit tired of us talking about Palworld, so I'm going to shift the vibes a little bit, and I'm going to bring up the next big anticipated reveal, and this was, in my opinion, my very favorite reveal that was made at the Summer Game Fest, and almost would have been my favorite of the entire summer if something else didn't drop, and that was Stellar Blade Bloodrain. And this game is
he's a gooner.
Fantastic. And like, yeah, sure, it's Gooner game, whatever.
I get it. It's okay. Just poking fun.
I loved Stellar Blade. That like was one of my favorite games that's dropped in like a long time. One of the best action games I've played.
If people give you a hard time about it, just tell them that's the modern day Tomb Raider.
I mean, yeah, that's really accurate. It really is a modern day Tomb Raider. Yeah.
It's not like in terms of gameplay, but I get the point.
Yeah, like everybody just oogles it like, ooh, pretty girl on screen, but it's like, no, this is a fun game. This is really good. And there's just like a
Yeah,
lot of
I
stuff
have
to
heard a lot of good things about it, and courtesy of you, I have the game as well now, so that's
Yeah.
another one on my list.
And I can't wait to see you play that too. Like
But
the music, the
you played a bit of it, like when we're chilling.
Yeah.
You played the music in the background, and yeah, I have to say that I'm really enjoying the music that I
Yeah.
listen to passively.
it is such a solid soundtrack, and even just from what was playing for a little bit in the trailer, already whoever handles Stellar Blade's music, thank you. You're already cooking again, so I'm all hyped for this. I did not expect this to be a sequel. When they showed out the concept art for this game, I thought it was a prequel because Stellar Blade, the first one, was so desolate, and like everyone was like most of the civilization was wiped out, and the rest was like hiding in the crevice. So to see a big, huge, like Akira size Ghost in the Shell city with like working trains and vehicles and people just walking around, and then terrorists blowing stuff up, it threw me in for a loop. I was like, oh, so this is like before everything went downhill, right? Is that what's going on? No, we're like in the future and things have like recovered, I guess, or something else has changed. So that's exciting. We got a new main
Maybe
character.
it's just a different part of the world.
Yeah, different part of the world. That is possible, but it seems like a lot of the world was affected the same way, so it could be. It could be just like we were just in a section that just was rough.
I'm just throwing out stuff. I know nothing about the game. So.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's not a bad theory.
Right. I just always like if there's an idea that pops in my head, I just throw it out, even if it hits the wall or not.
Yeah. I mean, it's a maybe sticks. But new main character, and has a lot of controversy around it. Character does look in some angles very young, and people are worried that she'll get over sexualized. But they've already confirmed the character is not a kid, so thank you for not doing that at least and resisting sexualizing a minor. But hopefully they can really. They also stated that they wanted to really focus on building the character's personality and making them a little bit more lovable than even Eve. Like Eve was okay, but she's pretty milquetoast. Like she's a pretty looking character, but 2B is writing circles around her in terms of like actual development and character and personality and stuff. So they're definitely trying to cook and making that character a little bit more iconic, and I hope they pull it off really well. But I love her combat style. Like I am so excited to see how much more they evolve that combat with her fighting with fisticuffs and doing just like straight up throwing hands with enemies is so sick. I don't know how they're going to handle group enemy fights because a lot of it they showed was just her 1v1ing enemies. And if it's going to be anything similar to God Hand, because that's the vibe I got.
I was going to mention.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for you to finish your thoughts, but if we're talking about God Hand, when I looked at that trailer and I saw the weaves and the ducks, I instantly thought of God Hand.
Yep.
And I don't care what game does it. If you give me any game from any studio, if it plays anything like God Hand, I will be spending hours in it. Because I played God Hand like since I was a kid, and I played on PS2, PS3.
Yeah.
And I recently got Show to play it.
Yep.
And Saul's also delved into it a little bit, but he doesn't have a normal freaking controller. He has a GameCube one, so he's missing a button from the game.
Melee player, not a console player.
Right.
There's a difference.
But I love God Hand because it did things that seemed ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And no game has ever been able to replicate that. Since more information has come out about Stellar Blade, the new one, Bloodrain, it doesn't seem like it's supposed to be like God Hand. It's just that it has some elements that's made it seem like it in the trailer.
Yeah.
But that's what got my attention. I'm not the hugest of Stellar Blade fans yet because I have yet to play the franchise.
Yeah.
But also, the aesthetic in the new game is not something that I really enjoy. But who knows? Maybe once the game's out, or maybe I see like demos or something, it may pull me in even more.
Yeah.
So we'll see. if I just like play the first game and really enjoy it and want to see the future of the series.
Yeah, I think
But
it is going to
good
play
reveal in
very.
general.
I think it's going to play very similar to the first Stellar Blade in terms of like control scheme and vibes and stuff. So like, yeah, like you said, it's not going to play exactly like God Hand, but I think the way that the character moves and it's their attack patterns and stuff will be very God Hand esque. You'll get some vibes of it, which it definitely seems like. But I'm very curious again, like how they're going to handle group fights because of that, because it seems very like she's just throwing hands against one enemy at a time. While in Stellar Blade, the original, there's a lot of times where you end up fighting like 5 or 6 enemies at once, and you really have to like be on the move and dodge around and stuff. So
yeah, more yet to be seen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's so hype, and it seems like it's a little ways out though. We probably won't really see the game near completion until 2028. It looks like it's like.
And hopefully they mature the character's face a little bit because she does look baby-like.
Yeah. But confirmed not a minor, thank goodness. But yeah, it's still weird, so I'll fix it a little bit. Just whatever. And then I'll finish up also Final Fantasy VII Revelation. We got Tifa in Street Fighter 4, and then Street Fighter 4. Yeah, Tifa in Street Fighter 6, and then right after that they were like, and here's the last part.
Really added Tifa to a 10-year-old game?
Yeah, a 10-year-old game. But yeah, we got to see the final name of the Final Fantasy VII remake trilogy. They are cooking.
Right.
Like the way they're handling the open world.
Brainstorming what was it going to be.
Yeah. I jokingly said Revelation like Matrix, but I didn't think they'd actually go for it, and that's the one they went with. I was like, okay. But yeah. They went with Revelation instead of Revelation, so that thank goodness on that, because that would have really just been Matrix naming concept if they went that route. It is really sick to see what they're doing for the final disc like portions of Final Fantasy VII. The way that they're handling the weapons looks so good. They look so intimidating, just like they were in the original game.
The scale is huge.
It's huge. And the way they're handling the airship, and it's all seamless, and you jump out of the airship.
Oh, right. It's Fortnite.
Yeah. It's Fortnite. Yeah. Where are we dropping, boys? Final Fantasy VII Edition. But it finally having Sid and Vincent be playable is so nice. Vincent looks so sick. I can't wait to play him. And Sid also looks really sick. I didn't expect them to really lean into his dragoonness as much as they did. So he's doing like some crazy, he's doing crazy air combos. And I keep saying this, Final Fantasy 17, don't be a coward. Make the main character a dragoon. Like just do it. Like, I don't know why. Like, we had Final Fantasy 4, which is the closest thing to having a main character be the dragoon. Just go all in. Let's just play a dragoon.
Are you scared of that, you think?
I don't know. It's like they're just afraid to not have a sword main character. It's like the main character does not have to use a sword. We can do something else. Okay. Like I don't think we've had a main character that didn't use a sword in Final Fantasy since 6. Like every other character has been using a sword, which is nuts to me.
Wait, what does 6 use?
6 is a mage, which is Terra. So. But
that's not a big jump, honestly, from sword. Like, that's still pretty generic.
Yeah, she kind of still semi uses like sword techniques. Like, I think she has like a magic sword at times in certain arts I've seen in like Dissidia, but it's the most different we've had in terms of main character sets. And then Noctis is kind of at least use more than things, but his signature weapon's still the engine sword. So it's still
the engine sword.
It's like, let's mix it up a little bit. But yeah,
it's a good sign though with Sid being like Dragoon and how cool he actually looks.
Yeah,
much cooler than the 14 Dragoon by any means. But yeah, I'm still on my original playthrough for the original Final Fantasy VII since I never got to play it as a kid.
You got it.
So once I finish that, I will be hopping straight into remakes, and I'm pretty sure by the time I do, all the games will be playable.
Yep. They definitely should be.
So,
I would think so. Yeah. Well, what do you got, Money? What are you cooking up for your Summer Game Fest excitement?
Wait, is that your Summer Game Fest list over?
That's my Summer Game Fest, yeah.
Okay, so I've so far mentioned Alien Isolation, Blood of Dawnwalker. Oh, 1666 Amsterdam.
Yep.
When that got revealed, I was instantly thinking of Assassin's Creed Hex,
Yeah.
which was supposed to be like this rumored Salem witch trials Assassin's Creed setting. So I was like, wow, this game is probably that. And then like the reveal happened and everything, and it was like 1666 Amsterdam. I was super excited because the world is very like Syndicate like industrial era. I like the idea of like this like whatever cult of the witches that they are in, and the like colors that they chose for the representation of their whole theme. So even though I'm colorblind, it's funny that they chose red. But anyways, was expecting an Assassin's Creed, did not get an Assassin's Creed, but instead got something from ex-Assassin's Creed devs. And I believe there's a demo out there. I've yet to play it, but in terms of its trailer, it was really good, really well done. I like the elements, I like the theme, I like the setting. So another game keeping my eye on.
So I did play the demo. And it's
nice. I just don't have a fast internet.
Yeah, it is more of a teaser than a demo, to be honest. Like, you don't do any combat. It's more of just like an introduction to the world, the vibes, and the story that they're trying to tell, for sure. And funny thing that you said, Money, about it looking like an Assassin's Creed game. And because, yes, made by ex-Assassin's Creed devs, it was in fact by the Assassin's Creed co-creator, Patrice. The funny thing also was that he was working on 1666 Amsterdam while he was at Ubisoft, and Ubisoft actually held the title hostage for over a decade. So he wasn't allowed to release or reveal the game at all until he finally got the title and the ownership back. So this was like a big grand like hoorah and reveal for him to finally be able to have this game back in his hands.
I'm so glad that happened because I like Assassin's Creed a lot. Although lately I didn't like after the Origins series where the franchise was headed. Although Shadows tried to do something cool, like it was an okay game, not anything to write home about.
Yep.
But with the remaster of 4, Black Flag,
yep,
it is looking bright. But I bring that up because I'm just glad that we have something that's akin to Assassin's Creed, but is a new IP, rather than just being another Assassin's Creed. So they can add their own twist to it, own mechanics, and, you know, take the worlds that they've built and the experience that they have and make something new out of it. And this seems to be the result, and I'm really excited to hop in once the game fully releases, or maybe even I don't know if there will be a bigger demo with like gameplay and stuff, but it just in general, like, really excited for it. Looks awesome, and it's not like very futuristic either, which as I've told before, not really the biggest fan of super futuristic stuff.
Yep,
and that's actually one of the reasons why I don't like Gen Atlas.
That's
but there can be exceptions. But for now, 1666 Amsterdam is on my list for that reason. And we talked about most of my games from Summer's Game Fest, and now it's the big one. Tupac enters the fray with Stranger Than Heaven. I don't know if I've talked about this before on this podcast. Stranger Than Heaven, Salts. I don't think I've talked about this in the past on the podcast, but I am a huge Yakuza fan. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. and they're finally doing something different from Yakuza, even though like it's set in the same universe. But the game's called Stranger Than Heaven. I played every single Yakuza game other than Dead Souls and Kenzan, which I can't really get access to. So they're making a new IP named Stranger Than Heaven. It was revealed like 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah.
But we got a new reveal in the Summer Games Fest. We already knew Snoop Dogg was in it. We already know like popular names like Otto, and Tori Kelly, I believe. So some popular singers and popular voice actors are in there. And then freaking Tupac shows up out of nowhere, and my jaw was on the floor. I'm like, what is happening? So now we're bringing people who have passed away back into video games.
Yeah.
Through the power of CGI. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, part of me is like, it's cool, but the other part of me is like, that's pretty controversial in a way. Like, did they get the permission from people who know Tupac?
So,
or like, how are they going to represent him? What is he going to be like?
So
Who's going to voice him? Like, there's so many questions I have.
Don't
know how I feel about that.
The really spicy thing about that one is that they got the permission from the Tupac estate. The problem with that is that Tupac's family and loved ones have been at war with the Tupac estate. So they do not agree with the actions of the Tupac estate. So the actual people that care about that man are not the ones making the decision of what is done with his image. The people who make money off of his corpse are the ones that are able to decide what happens with his image. And so we have no idea how the loved ones actually feel about having him in the game. The only thing we can honestly hope about,
the surface, right?
Yeah, the only thing we can hope is that they give him the proper like treatment and respect,
right,
as a character.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. And I wouldn't mind if it's just like a very small cameo appearance where he doesn't like maybe talk much, or there's like a kind of like a backstory kind of thing where he's just a big part of something, some sort of culture or anything, right?
Yeah.
Like for music influence, because the game is very focused on music, since the main character himself is a singer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love it as a cameo, but I'm not sure how I feel about as like him being maybe a big part of the story. Like Snoop Dogg, I can completely understand he's like himself in the game and he's acting as himself, but like,
and he's alive to say that he likes his character.
With someone's legacy who is not in this world with us anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is a kind of a controversial thing to do, but hopefully they give it, as you said, the proper respect that should be given.
Instead, he will be just another rapper who erased his name.
Oh my god, dude, don't ever.
He's gonna be the Yakuza version of Captain Phasma.
Oh, man.
I don't know who that is, but...
Exactly.
Understandable.
It's a Star Wars fans don't want to talk about, but continue.
Yeah, I mean, for my top things I'm excited for Summer Games Fest, I will close it out with Stranger Than Heaven. Because that's basically it.
Yeah. I'm still looking forward to the game. I'm worried how they treat Tupac. And like it's so weird to add a dead artist to a game where like you're collecting.
I have no idea,
because,
man.
Like I'm just thinking about like, okay, why did they add Tupac? Okay, he's gonna be someone that you can add to your band, but I'm like, he's not going to be able to actually sing or rap. Someone else is going to have to rap in his likeness. Or worse, use AI to make it sound like Tupac, which is even...
No, please don't do that.
That's even
that would
worse.
Be so disrespectful.
And I would really be like, All right, so I'm
I
just
think the best thing they could have honestly done is like you get Tupac as a character, and then they just play his music that he recorded already by licensing it and adding it in the game.
yeah, but it's just like he doesn't exist during that timeline. It's so weird. Like it would have been better if they had
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra. Like that would have been more of a pop off moment where it's like, oh snap, Frank
That would be
Sinatra?
sick, yeah.
What the heck? And he just shows up. That would have been
You're
actually more of a
absolutely
cooler
right. That
reveal.
would have been super cool.
Yeah, because that fits in that time period, so it makes sense at least. Like it'd still be weird to bring a corpse back, which is still Frank Sinatra, but you'd be like, "Oh snap, fly me to the moon."
And the music style that they were
Yes.
going for fits more Frank than Tupac.
Well, I
Very
mean,
well so.
yeah,
Yes.
it like I can kind of see how you can fit Tupac because it is still a lot of rap in there, but like, yeah, it, like I only see this going south with putting Tupac in there. Like, I don't know. But,
One thing I wanted to ask, Virtua Fighter, which event was it revealed in? Or was it just the RGG Direct?
No, I think
Because it wasn't in one of the main showcases, was it?
I think it was shown in Summer Game Fest, I think. Let me see.
Okay, because I'm looking at our list and none of us have it. So let's just talk about it, I guess.
Yeah,
As like my final game, even though it's like Beyond 5.
I'll be honest, I thought
I
Sos
just
was going to
wanted
bring it
to
up.
Yeah, I was looking at Salsa's list as well. He doesn't have it in there.
I
That's
mean,
why I
I
was questioning it.
I can just add it on because I only have 3 right now. But
That's okay. So,
you,
well, my list
yeah.
is officially over, and since Salsa will be talking about his list and then adding Virtua Fighter, we can talk about it then. But that's it for Summer's Game Fest for me. I do have some honorable mentions from all the events again, but it will likely be in the next episode that we do since we're already been going for
Yeah, this has been
almost 3 hours.
This has been a pretty long recording for us, which is so funny. We were like, "Oh, we're gonna try to work in our timing so you can have some like much more bite-sized episodes for everybody." But yeah, this is.
But hey,
Summer
man,
Game Fest ended up
so
being
many
way
game
bigger.
reveals.
Yeah,
Right.
this we did not anticipate how much would drop in such a short amount of time. So you guys are
So
getting
you
too
guys will
party
have to
from
wait
us.
for Showcase and Nintendo Direct and honorable mentions in the next episode.
Yeah.
All right, to finish us off, finish this off.
Whoa. All right. So
Game Fest.
Well,
Souls.
it's giving us
Let's
a reach
go.
around.
I was shows playing a day ago. Anyways, so yeah, do VF, I guess. I don't know, like I think it's really big for the fighting game like infrastructure to have like a super focused story game.
We missed those.
What?
We missed
Yeah,
those fighting games not having an actual story and things just being whatever they are, like with the random
Well, that's what I'm
stories added
saying.
that
Like,
don't really go
it's
anywhere.
literally just a story now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's all they're pitching. They're not really pitching any mechanics. They're just showing off like, you know, characters and just that's basically it. Characters and storylines.
Do you think it's going to work?
Yeah, I think the storyline is going to work really well. I think they're gonna pop off to the storyline audience for sure.
Oh,
I don't doubt that because I have a lot of confidence in the Yakuza style storytelling because it's the same guys, right? Like that worked on one of the Yakuza.
Yes, it's the same studio, RGG.
So easily, the casual audience will be pleased. I think. I am
one of those casual audiences.
Side. Yeah, you'll be happy. I have no.
I'm very happy. It's my most looked forward to fighting game because of the fact it's made by RGG. Because I know that if they can do anything well, it definitely will be the story of that game. So having a good fighting game story that will slowly like teach you the mechanics and stuff, and by the time you end and we're like fully engaged in the story, and are kind of ready to hop into online to the actual FGC community or like FG in general, you should have enough information to like ease your way into learning more characters, because you'll be familiar with the mechanics from the story mode, and hopefully they have a very good tutorial, because usually what fighting games do terribly is tutorials, or worse, they just give you like a quick combo system where it's like, oh, you just hold this button or press this button repeatedly and your character will auto combo in story.
Yep.
Which does not prepare you when you go online at all. Because if you're just relying on the auto combo system, you will get your shit rocked by other people in online. So you will have to really invest the time and learn your characters in depth to do good. And that's one of the big barriers fighting games have, which I really hope Virtua Fighter Crossroads will lift because of its story mode and slowly getting you used to the fighting game control philosophy. So one of the reasons why I'm so excited about it.
VF5 did a really good job at teaching mechanics from a training mode perspective.
Oh, I love their training
trials
mode. Yeah.
that they showed were, for its time, state of the art. Like no other game went that deep and that simple. And to just like, hey, this is how you do it,
and this is what it's used for.
Right, like it, and like a lot of games get into like for instance Xrd. They showed you a lot of it, like crazy option selects versus burst, and it's like, okay, like that's great, but VF gets a little gritty, but at the same time, like it's a 3-button game. The button inputs you have to execute for VF and Guilty Gear are two different levels.
Yeah.
So like they'll have a trial mode to teach you how to get in. I don't know how deep they're gonna go with that in the story mode though. I think it's cool they're using 4 characters for the main story. I think that's a really nice decision.
Yeah,
very unique. So yeah, I think that might be an actual draw for me for story mode. But at the end of the day, I don't really give a crap about, especially the character they showed off initially. I think he is.
You're talking about the main character?
Yeah, I'm more interested in the either the black dude or the chick. Like
the Sarah looking good girl.
Yeah, they seem more interesting to me than the other two.
Yeah, the black guy's like a ex-medic military guy, looks like.
Yeah, and he looks like he's dealing with some sort of like history, some sort of trauma.
Yeah. I think, do you think that they limit your moveset and have you unlock things over time? Kind of like Yakuza gives you like newer strings over time after you like earn a certain amount of points.
In story mode?
Yeah, in story mode.
I think they will, because their Yakuza tutorials, how they go is like, they just give you a bunch of enemies and they're like, okay, to do your basic combos, press 5.
Yeah.
Or from 5. Press square 5 times, right?
Yeah.
And then they would like lock you out of everything else. Some games don't lock you out, like where you can still do stuff, but you have to progress, you'll have to do something a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
So they will be like, okay, now you learned the basic combo and now you have to do a heat move. So grab an opponent with this button and press this button, or like, slowly like build it up. I definitely think Virtua Fighter will do that.
Yeah, because
they may even give you an option where it's like, hey, do you want the tutorial or no?
Yeah,
and if you're a fighting game player and you really know how Virtua Fighter works, and if it works like the old Virtua Fighters, you can skip it probably.
That would be a smart idea.
I do think they will give you the option and they will slowly teach you like, hey, this is your basic strings, or this is your links, and you know, these are your launchers or screws or whatever they may have.
Yeah, I think that's something that fighting games have just been missing in general, is that they don't have a progression system in the traditional sense. Like progression in fighting games is like learning an instrument. Like you're just figuring out more and more things of what you can do over time. And that's great for people who have that mindset and find enjoyment in that. But other people just feel overwhelmed. While
for casuals, for example, right?
Yeah. Like, most games
you make a great analogy with the learning music.
Yeah.
Because like I can buy a guitar,
Yep.
but I have to go find my own resources to learn the guitar. It's not like the guitar
Yes.
comes with a manual. So
Right.
you have to invest your own time into learning that instrument.
Yep.
Most people dislike, or not dislike, but like
Get
are kind
overwhelmed.
of afraid of getting into, overwhelmed, getting into fighting games, is because they give you a character and it's like, here's this kid, here's all of the moves he can do in a move list. Now
Yeah.
you have to figure out how to use this character, which moves you want to do when you want to punish someone, and then you have to look into frame data and all of that. Like, it's such a hardcore learning curve for people. And as you said, most fighting games don't do a good job of like building you to it. So fighting games have become this kind of like a niche that people who don't play fighting games don't like ever play fighting games.
Yep.
And if they get into some sort of fighting game, if they have a lot of time on their hands and really want to invest in it, they really have to themselves do the research, because the games don't help.
Yep.
And again, as I
That's
said, the
correct.
best they do is like either modern controls or like mash button combo systems.
Yeah.
Which both are actually negative in terms of your experience when you go online finally. Because FGC, like, nobody really plays fighting games just for their story. Most people play fighting games to fight with like their friends or like, have
I
some
played
fun.
Blaze Blue for the story.
You're one
Well,
sad.
I can technically say I played MK for the story.
Blaze Blue story, dude.
Dude, I loved Blaze Blue's story. It was I really enjoyed Blaze Blue's world building. It was actually pretty fun for me.
I like the dog.
Yes, the dog is cool.
Never
I
played the
forget his
Blaze
name,
Blue
but
game, but
he's a good boy.
He trained Ragna, the Blood Edge, and helped him to figure stuff out.
The dog trained Ragna?
Yeah, that's his
Bro,
that's his
screw the waifu that they announced. Get the dog in the game.
He's in the game.
What?
You can play him, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Not the dog.
You're talking about the one with the samurai sword, no? That wears the yellow coat?
No.
Oh, who are you talking about then? Oh wait, no, because he's a cat.
Blaze Blue.
He's a cat.
Bascule.
Blaze Blue.
The Blaze Blue
Well.
dog show.
anyways, just wanted to finish off the Virtua Fighter discussion
Oh.
That dog.
by saying it's gonna appeal to the casual audience much more than any other fighting game, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah.
So really
That's
hoping
fair.
for it to pop off, really hoping for it to get a lot of audience. And hopefully whenever they actually show the fighting game side of things with like mechanics and breakdowns of all of the systems, the FGC will also appreciate it, and it's a game that will cater to both casual and FGC audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I have
cooking.
high hopes for it.
They're cooking.
And I also completely understand Solstice's grievances. But there is a potential
I'd
here.
be happier if they showed off what was happening.
Yeah.
Because all we've
Right,
gotten
they haven't
is
done
like,
that yet. Story breakdowns.
yeah. No, I don't give a fuck about story breakdowns.
No, I said.
All they've done.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
So far, they've only done story breakdowns. We need a mechanics
Yeah.
breakdown of like an
I
actual
want to know
fighting
how
game,
like
1v1.
the structure damage is happening. I want to know how much of the mechanics they're carrying over. I want to know
what
what characters
meters
are going to
we
have
have,
like built-in
options we
like.
have.
We don't even have an idea what the controls are like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't
controls we
announced
have.
anything.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just purely
Even if they go to 4 or
That's-
5 buttons, like I just want to know.
Right.
so it's really
But-
funny
Also-
because in my opinion, I feel like I'm glad it's grabbing someone like Money, which is great. But Money is also someone who's already dipped his toes in fighting games and has found some enjoyment in it at some point. I feel like unless you're in his shoes, you still look at it and just go, "Ew, fighting game." So it's like whatever
Ew,
they're
fighting,
trying
yeah.
to do to get people who aren't into fighting games to get into fighting games, it's not working right now. Like they have to take
We'll have to
still.
see. We
yeah.
don't really. Like,
The only
until
way
we
Virtua
get
Fighter is going
hands
to
on
pop
the game.
off with casuals is word of mouth, just like Street Fighter 6 popped off. Like
Very possible.
Yeah, like they hopefully have to get people into it that really just fall in love with the story and the story mode and are like,
Hmm.
you don't have to play online at all, dude. Like just playing the story. I loved it, everything about it. I fell in love with the characters and stuff. Like one of the best storylines I've seen, and the combat's so fun and it teaches you how to play a fighting game. Like I didn't feel like I was lost at all. And they pull that all off, and you get a bunch of people saying that, and then like it becomes the go-to for the FGC to be like, hey, I've never played a fighting game before. What should I pick up? And everyone can just go Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter. Just go Virtua Fighter. It'll teach you everything. Then I'd love that.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to be our gateway
Yep,
drug.
that's my hope. That
only
is
issue
my
I have
hope.
with that is that 3D, like it's very hard to convert initially from 3D to 2D.
Yeah.
So if
That may be
if
true.
a 3D game is the one that incentivizes that, I think
It's
that's
going
a
to push
rough
for more games to be
start.
3D, you think?
No, I would love more 3D fighters.
Oh, really?
Because I like Tekken a lot.
I want Soul Calibur to come back.
Yeah, Soul Calibur was great, but like again, we can hold the FGC thing for a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they need to like do something with that. But I would love to play more Soul Cal. I would love to play. Even I would love to try DOA at some point, but I can't really play DOA without being accused of being like a pedophile or something. No.
What?
No, I'm kidding. It's Goonerville. DOA is Goonerville.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but that was kind of out of pocket, but understandable. Okay.
There's certain lolly characters and stuff in there, so some people eye people certain ways for that. But yeah.
I get it.
I am obviously not serious. So for VF is on the same level. So the problem is like 95% I actually would say of fighting games are 2D. So if you're trying to get someone into fighting games, I doubt they mean, hey, how do I get into 3D fighters?
Yeah.
Because the only 3D fighters that people are actually playing right now are Tekken.
Tekken 8.
And like VF is not played, DOA is not played.
Nope.
Soul Calibur is really not played.
Yep, it's kind of dead.
So it's like, how do you get people into all these crazy tag fighters? How do you get people into Street Fighter style stuff?
I mean,
like,
one game can't do that all,
jump.
but I think the idea, at least for me, is like, if anybody starts with Virtua Fighter, even if it's not a 2D game, and 2D games are the more popular ones nowadays, it will still give you or put you in the mentality of a fighting game player.
Right. On how to approach
because then you will understand, like, oh, this is how the mechanics work.
This is neutral.
What I should be looking for. This is what a neutral game is. This is what footsies are. This is what it means to be like on the wall. This is what a wall spread is. This is what a side switch is. Or like, how can I use this to my advantage?
Yep.
Like, if it might not be 1-to-1, but when you go from like Virtua Fighter to Street Fighter, you will still understand what neutral game is. You will understand the terminology better. You will understand like what a quarter circle is, and like it will help you a lot into like taking the step to a different.
Wait, does BS have quarter circle?
It does sometimes with some characters. I don't know if it will in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It does have this because you can. I think you can even like wave dash with some characters.
Right. Yeah. It will teach you like all of these things, so which will only help you like, oh hey, yeah, I picked up a new fighting game, but how do I play neutral in this fighting? Or like, how does linking work in this fighting game? Is there a juggle state in this fighting
game? Again, it'll just be a gateway drug, and gateway drugs like just because you start with weed doesn't mean you're going to know how to handle heroin. Like it's got to be completely. But once you're into one thing, you're gonna figure it out. You're already like hooked. So like that's all the FGC really needs is they need something to get people to be like, you know what? I do like fighting games, because that's just the biggest problem right now. This is people just go, I'm not good at fighting games, or I could never learn a fighting game. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never be good at this. And you got to just change the mentality of that. And Virtua Fighter could be that game. But yeah.
Yep.
I agree. That's some good talks. That is some good points.
I'll
Yeah.
postpone my responses. Anyway,
Save it maybe for like an in-depth discussion for our fighting game
That's what
episode
I
Oh
was
that we
saying.
should do at some
yeah,
point.
we've got Evo announcements. We've got the Xbox. We got Nintendo. We got so much more coming, guys. So
You
yeah,
do
this-
have one game, Sol, still. I'm looking at
yeah,
Game
yeah,
Pass.
the grand finale. I bet you didn't expect this, motherfucker.
Drop us all. What you got?
Yeah. You thought I was going to announce something crazy like Star Wars pod racing? No, I'm talking about Zero Company, the real shit.
We finally have Star Wars XCOM, people.
It only took forever.
Bro, the fact that we've waited this long for like a
It's a
legitimate
game?
Star Wars turn-based game, we like how long has there been since a real turn-based Star Wars game? I can't even think of one.
Me neither. Well, kind of.
the
This game is
Just start-
handcrafted for you, Sol.
I mean, yes, so, but that was like 01, 02? Oh, KOTOR 2 was probably like 04, 05. So it's been almost 20 years. Sword Wars
04.
and MMO.
It's been 22 years.
Yeah, so Sword Art, and the other thing is like those were single player turn-based games, right? Like they're not actual squad-based games or team like war turn-based, which
No.
Star Wars is a gold mine for.
Yep.
Like that's easy money. If you don't believe me, look at 40K. Like half of their games are turn-based, and they all utilize that idea of using an elite squad against, or if you play a different army, you use a wider variation. But the idea that you're using characters to formulate like an attack or a defense in an arena, that hasn't been done. And the fact that we're getting an XCOM, like even like maybe like with a Fire Emblem aspect of like permanent death, which is also XCOM like. I mean, that's awesome to me. Like that hits my every single vein of something that I'm passionate about in terms of a non PvP experience. So this is a big deal for me, and please, oh God, do not make Anakin a squad member. I want him to be an enemy. I want to fight Darth Vader.
But when you say Anakin, you mean Vader mostly, right?
Yeah.
I think you're going to get both, to be honest. I think you'll have Anakin that you can have on your team, and then you'll also have Vader that you'll have to defeat as a boss.
I just think that
sounds like
it would take
idea.
away from like obviously he'd come in, win you around for free.
Yeah.
But what if you like put him in a position where his health bar is depleted and he dies? Like, what does that do for this? Like, does that affect the story?
So there is permadeath. And
right. But
can
what
also...
if you did that to Vader?
Oh, like on your team?
If he's on your team and you just send him into the middle of the crowd and just see if he dies, what happens?
That would be interesting. I think there'll be like special story characters that'll be like temporary party members, and they'll probably not be able to be. They'll go down, but they won't die for you. They'll just no longer work on your team anymore and leave, type of thing.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but like, I just like that you can, and I would probably never do this. You can make an entire squad of astromech droids.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Also, the
Can
apparently
you hire stormtroopers?
Clones. It's clone troopers.
Yeah, so you
can have a party made of clone troopers.
Empire.
You can have chosen randos that could be respec'd into 8 of the standard classes. So there's assault, heavy, sharpshooter, scoundrel, soldier, gunslinger, scout, or medic. While there are also 4 more restrictive exotic classes. The astromech class is unsurprisingly exclusive to the titular droids, who can be visually customized with extensive droid builder menu, while Jedi Padawan and Mandalorian warriors are limited to their respective story characters. At least one more special class bit reactor which will be revealed at a later date. So that's interesting.
So like I like that you can only have like, for instance, like one Jedi or one Mandalorian. I think that makes sense. They are not common characters in the world.
Yeah. Oh, also for permadeath, which is a signature staple of XCOM games, everyone aside from Hawks can die on a mission, and the story will keep going without them. So thankfully, it's not curtains for the second someone goes down. They sustain injuries that persist between missions until you pay for treatment, accumulating in that permadeath. There's also risk reward.
Give me a hardcore mode.
They may have it.
Like I'm serious. Like give me a hardcore. Like if someone goes down, I want them down.
Also, apparently, if you revive someone mid-mission, they could easily sustain more injuries, or if you take them out of the injury reserve too early, they can also sustain more injuries.
Okay, so they're more susceptible. Okay.
Yeah. The protagonist, Hawks, is also fully voiced with sex, gender, and even a number of Star Wars species. So they could be different species as well, and they all have their own fully voice.
Oh, so that's like your character essentially.
That's awesome.
So it's very similar to the Midnight Suns protagonist type of thing. That
I don't really play these kinds of games, but I may try this one just because of Star Wars.
Yeah, and if your main character goes down, then it's just game over. So got to keep them alive. So
yeah, no.
Other people will have to dive and take a hit for your main character. For those who come after.
No, Gustav.
Yeah.
Right.
Gustav.
That is officially the end of this episode, which did not cover as many things as we wanted to because we talked a lot.
I feel like we tried our best. We definitely tried our best.
Yeah. Considering how further we could have
best.
taken these conversations, yeah.
Yeah. So it's barely hanged in there, but he did a good job.
Of course, it's Sauce. He's got beer as his companion, man. He can do anything.
That's true. With beer, anything is possible.
When you guys start talking, I'm not gonna lie, I just start, pounding the bottle.
Drinking. Yeah. I mean, completely fair.
Pause.
Wonder how many of the audience will do the same.
Oh, man. But, yeah.
But it was fun. I love yapping, so.
I agree. This was great.
It is known.
It is known. So,
you know it very well.
This episode will be going up either, since today is actually the 29th, it'll be most likely going up tomorrow on the 30th, if possible. If not, it'll be up on early July. So we'll have it in early of July. And then part 2 will be
for early July.
Yeah. And then part 2 will most likely be coming mid-July or end of July. So we'll have both parts that will be available soon. So you might get a double in the next month. That'll be great.
Just delayed after like a month of announcements, but hey, at least it's less yapping.
Yeah, you got so much to talk about.
Wait, so should we do follow-up? So this one and then the Evo stuff?
Yeah, we'll be doing a follow-up.
Or should we do Evo separately, talking about like the competitive stuff?
Ooh,
I would say
like essentially like a full FGC thing.
I would say it depends on how quickly we go through Xbox and Nintendo announcements. If we go through it at a decent amount, like at least within an hour, I think we can knock out just full on Evo and competitive talk for the next half of it. But,
just looking at the list we have for those two showcases, I'm edging on the side of like it may be doable to have Evo in there. Because my and Salsa's list for Xbox and Nintendo are not that big.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's something we'll see as we record.
Oh,
but
man.
potentially, yes, we can culminate everything into one. But yeah, we may just do a separate Evo and FGC dedicated episode.
Yeah. You guys can also let us know in the comments what you'd like to see. We're definitely interested to see the event.
All right, maybe it's good to ask for feedback from your audience.
I mean, Money and Cho are interested. I'm not.
Salts doesn't care, but
I'm gonna talk about what I talk about.
he's our drunk tsundere, so he does
Okay.
care. He just doesn't
Yeah.
like to say it. So
he is very much a drunk sender.
So whoever stuck with us
So-
for this long, we
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're able to find some entertainment in just us monologuing and droning on and on about dumb little silly situations. But we look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks for tuning in for episode 2, part 1, and get ready for part 2, Electric Boogaloo, sometime next month. Until then, this is Show signing out. And Money and Salts, you got anything else you want to shout out or say on the way out?
I'm just surprised that if people are still like watching this episode too, like thank you, but also like why? um, but we sincerely do appreciate if you do listen to this, and any advice or any feedback or any sort of things you want to say, please leave them in the comments, and we will definitely look at it. I will for sure, as time permits, and we may implement those things moving on in the future because we still are very. We're pretty much very loose on the way we do things. We just talk like we would normally in our Discord. It's a very friendly chat. We're not supposed to do things professionally.
We're not professionals.
I just like being laid back. Yeah, we're not professionals.
But do not try
here.
this at home either.
I've been holding back.
Salts is over here like, this
Right.
isn't even my final
These
form.
guys are full.
But so genuinely thank you, and that's honestly all I have to say. Look forward to the next episode if you enjoyed this one.
Salts, you got anything? Any shout outs?
Oh yeah,
Man,
I need
he's
a
too
beer to
drunk
forget
for this shit.
episode.
Need another beer? All right.
I
Cool.
need a beer to forget this. Yeah.
Need a beer to forget it. All right. You go grab
Maybe
you a
need
beer.
something stronger.
And if you're at home and you're still around, grab a beer, grab your favorite beverage, and have a great night. We will see you guys out.
Pour one out for the boys.
Take care.